Good morning, everybody. Hello.
What?
What
Hey,
happened?
man. Tell you later.
Tell you later.
How you feeling?
I feel great.
Cool.
Feel good. Yeah.
Welcome to hell.
Oh, did you see me with the Afrin?
I did see your
have an
spray
Afrin?
bottle over there.
My Afrin.
Yeah.
You're
What you
addicted.
doing?
No,
You tracking some vocals later?
No, I'm fighting off a little head cold from last week, and I'm on the backside of it.
Travel disease.
Cool. Backside.
No, this was from like last Wednesday. I started feeling.
Really
So you took it out to Jersey.
Took it out to Jersey, infected everybody there.
nice.
Flew on a plane, infected everybody on the plane, and I'm
Yeah.
back here to
Yeah.
infect all yous. That's right, I said all yous. Because that's the way I speak now.
Yep.
No, yesterday was like the first day, of like speaking for 4 straight hours. My voice was a little hoarse at the end of the day. Fine. Feeling good. Oh, I know. He asked. I wasn't going to say anything.
I'm
I have to
just
talk
looking
on
out.
the radio.
I wasn't going to say anything.
All
Just
right,
looking
hey.
out for you,
Don't
man.
make me yell.
Hey, speaking of looking out for you, don't be using that for more than a day or two in a row.
Oh, no, it's been 4 weeks.
You've been
just
using that for
starting
4
that?
weeks?
4 years.
You're
Dude,
OD
I was
on
like,
it,
you're
McAfrin or whatever it
screwed,
is.
bro.
No, this is a couple days.
He has a tub in his desk drawer. I saw
Yeah.
it.
Don't say tub.
Cut it
There's
off
a tub
after.
of Afrin. I didn't know they sold it by the tub, and he just refills that
Is
little
this,
bottle.
are you only supposed to use it for a certain amount of days?
I
You
don't
got
know
1,000 bottles of that.
I don't know
like
what it
Diddy.
says, but believe me.
Yeah, Diddy's got his baby oil. I got Afrin.
You got a kilo of Afrin.
So what that does is it like shrinks up your membranes and like opens you up, But if you do that a couple times, there's you're just buying time. It's like alcohol. You're just trading time. So
You're addicted.
when it wears off, it will swell up again, and the more you use it in a row, then you will swell up
Well, you
for
better take this away from me.
Wait
a few days
What,
afterwards.
You were snorting that? What is that?
Yeah,
Is
it's,
it
you,
your nose?
you spray it up your nose.
No,
and, like,
this is my 3rd day.
Okay.
And it says here, after 3 days, don't use.
does it really?
Yeah.
Well, see, I told you.
3
That
days.
stuff's dangerous, man. A lot of singers get themselves in trouble with that stuff.
Well, good thing I ain't singing.
You have 3 good shows, and then you sound like this
3
for 4
days.
days.
That's
Like
it.
Geddy
This
Lee.
is the final day. The final day of this. Afrin.
Let me get a hit, dude.
Want some of this?
What? No.
You gotta
don't
put it
do
up your
that.
nose.
It's
Got what you
disgusting.
need.
Goof
No, you
nut.
don't want none of
Come on,
that.
dude. Pass the F. Hit that F, dude.
It's what the kids are doing now.
Yeah, that's.
No freebasing on the
Come
show.
on, man. I need it, man.
I just read like
I need it. I'm jonesing, man.
I just want to open the nose.
Come out.
I
One
just
more
read
time.
that vaping is down now. For the CDC says that the teen vaping is down like 20%.
I noticed that teens weren't as cool as they were.
Or they're just in the bathroom hiding it.
You know what?
Now they're doing Afrin.
The Hoosiers have taken over the vape. I find it to be quite Hoosierific when I see my friends doing it. I'm like, ah.
You don't think it's been Hoosier since the get-go?
At first, because I used to be like a
We've been
hookah
saying-
girl, and I would love hookah. Go down to Del Mar for the hookah bars, and that
Yeah.
was cool. And I used to actually have a hookah. And then vaping started, and I thought, this is just too trash for me. I can't go. And I know a lot of our audience vapes. I apologize for the judgment, but
Remember, we've called it the douche flute.
Yeah,
douche
you got in trouble for that. I think.
yeah.
Yeah, you go.
Oh, that's right.
because
yeah.
it could have gone 2 different ways. It could have gone like Clayton and Ledoux, and hot guys in ties vaping.
Oh, remember
It
there was
was
a
never-
vape. There was a vape store that.
It was a festival. It was
Oh, that's right.
That's right, yeah.
Had to issue an apology for that.
Yes, you did.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah.
It was never going to the ties. Never going to the
I
seats and
know,
ties.
right?
No way.
Like the cocaine went straight to the ties.
Yeah.
Not this. It went somewhere else. And it's a place I don't want to be, ever. I don't vape.
I forgot to mention this. In the airport, this is in the, was it Miami? Yeah, Miami Airport. And it was one of those little Budweiser bars or whatever, it's
Yep.
it's like a bar, but like there's cheap
Yeah.
food, right? So we stopped in to get the food, and we even noticed that this guy is bartending and he's running the food out. Like he is clearly
working.
the only one working here. And there's no place to go in there except for the little gate right next to it. This dude literally put our food down, turned, and we were the last table right before the gate. He went kind of around the corner. So he's like 2 feet from Mallory's back. And then he comes back around and he let out a cloud. I mean,
sucked off C-3PO.
a raspberry cloud, dude, in the whole restaurant, right above our food. Right,
Master Luke.
C-3PO was around the corner, laying down. And I meant to bring that up. Like, what do you guys think about that? Serving food and vaping inside the airport while doing that.
But it's water vapor.
But it's just vapor, bro.
Just vapor, bro. It's not the same.
Guys, be careful. 10% of our audience are vapes.
I don't care.
That's fine, but
10% of our listening audience
I
are just
don't
vapes
care.
with headphones on.
but why did
I
it make me
know.
feel like the food was dirtier?
Okay. I'm with you, man.
Are you guys with me? Or I mean,
when I
it felt
yeah.
very
I would
not
take a
right time
vape-
and place.
A vape fume over cigarettes,
yeah, of
any
course.
day.
Well, yeah, the guy would have got
Yeah.
fired for cigarettes, but like it was still the guy serving food and blowing the smoke in the bar.
This seems like it'd be illegal. in
Airport bar.
It still has a smell.
Oh yeah, dude, this
So,
thing was
I
Is,
don't-
flavored.
is somebody smoking a pina colada?
That's exactly what it was. It was some sweet
It's a-
raspberry.
I
I like my
remember-
cigarettes that taste like New York style cheesecake. I know. I don't know about you.
That's what it was, man.
Well, and when I worked at the bar and they first came out and bars weren't cracking down on it, they were letting people like, when they first came out, when it was just like blue, the Steven Dorff blue cigarette, like the electronic cig, they would let people were like hitting them right at the bar. And then they ruined it within 6 months because that's when all the like Fruity Pebbles and it smelled like a Glade factory was burning to the ground.
Yeah, I was trying to eat my chicken and fries.
And we had to be
Well-
like, you got to go vape outside.
You go to a concert and, obviously you can't smoke inside like Enterprise Center, but you look down on the floor and there's somebody with their head up and just a plume of smoke.
Mm-hmm.
Like just, is that good for you?
No, I'm sure it's not. But getting away with it at a concert, that's one thing. This dude did it right over our food, and I thought, man,
I don't love it.
that was ballsy.
I don't love it. I'm sure his manager would not approve of that either. Or maybe he was the manager. I don't know.
He was the only guy there, so nobody was turning.
Listen, man, I'm working. I'm hustling. I'm the only one here. Okay? I got one joy in life,
He also called me bro.
And it's this pipe.
when
and
he
that's
took-
hitting this.
cool.
when he took my order.
Did it smell like anything?
Yes, it was very sweet.
Fruity
I had to
Pebbles.
let it sit for a second before I went into my savory meal.
Speaking of that, I was lying in bed the other night with my husband, and he let out a massive belch.
Yeah.
And it was at the time where I was sucking in air through my mouth.
Oh no!
And I tasted what he had burped up. And that hasn't happened in
Yeah.
so long. And that's essentially vaping.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm now inhaling. Now I know. Listen, we're all sharing air right now.
Yep.
We're all sharing
We're all in
air
each
right
other's
now.
mouths right now.
But it's kind of neutral. It's a neutral.
You got that Afrin breath.
Yeah, I can taste the Afrin.
Get out of here.
I smell, my breath smells like lemons because I have lemon water. Scott, you better be real glad you're not up in here.
I'm missing out.
But now I know that your New York style cheesecake vape is now up inside me.
Mm-hmm.
I did a record with a dude that is addicted, and he would wind his own. I don't know what it is, but he would open the thing up, wind some sort of coil, stuff this cotton down. Like he was obsessed with doing it all himself. You know, like those guys that would roll their own cigarettes. This is basically the roll your own cigarette version of vaping. And he would do something with a coil and cotton and all this, and then just hammer. I mean, I've never seen
Was it a
somebody
vape or
suck
was it
more
weed?
vapor.
Was it-
No, it was just it was a vape, and it was like you said, New York blueberry cheesecake or something. And it's just
New York style
Just the
cheesecake.
studio smelled like Rafe said, like a Glade factory. It felt like it was in the board. It felt like it was in the guitars. It was so intense. He was so about it
I
too.
can't believe you do it in the studio where you're singing.
Oh yeah, he didn't care.
Wow.
But it's water vapor, man.
It was
It's
a
true.
home studio too,
Nice.
not even his house.
It vaporizes
I
your
don't care.
lungs.
I don't care what you do. Just don't breathe on my food.
Okay.
Okay, that's it.
Okay.
It's nothing sacred. Oh, speaking of food, I guess the Longhorn out there in
Fairview Heights?
Fairview Heights back open.
Okay.
This is off KSDK's website. Headline: Officials pour bleach on food after Metro East restaurant staff refused to discard it. So here's what I guess there's another restaurant out there that's gotten into some trouble for a sanitary situation at their place. Another restaurant faces health code violation issues in St. Clair County, Illinois. Inspectors found the restaurant still operating despite suspending their permit 2 days prior. Hundreds of patrons The Longhorn Steakhouse in St. Clair County retained an attorney after an outbreak of Shigella. That steakhouse in Fairview Heights reopened its dining area Monday. So yesterday, after approval from the St. Clair County Health Department. When's the best time to fly?
Right after a
Right
crash.
after an accident. Right, so, best time to eat at that Longhorn?
Right after the outbreak
Right
of
after the
Shigella.
outbreak. That place has never been cleaner.
Good.
True.
That place has never been cleaner. They probably went over every centimeter of that place.
You want to take us out to lunch?
It's a Longhorn
Yeah.
out there in Fairview Heights.
Yeah, they're offering $2 steaks right now. I don't know why.
You can bring your vape.
So that's open. All good there.
Shigella kind of sounds like a vape flavor.
Sounds
I'd
like a
try
disco
it.
song to me, Shigella. Shigella.
Yeah. Yeah, something that would be cool in the 70s. But St. Clair County residents have been recently learning about some disturbing health inspections at a Belleville restaurant, which happened back in September. According to a September health inspection of China Quick by local health department officials, there were 56 health code violations. That inspection ended with the restaurant's permit being suspended. The health inspection document said food handlers should be wearing gloves when necessary. The person in charge of the restaurant during the time of the inspection wasn't sufficiently certified. Utensils and dishware were unclean and properly handled.
Oh, no.
An employee did not wash hands after eating, drinking, or smoking. Various frozen foods were stored below raw chicken. Investigators found the meat wasn't cooked at sufficient temperature or for a sufficient amount of time. Fried rice and chicken had to be discarded because it wasn't stored or dated properly. Rodent and cockroach droppings were observed.
Droppings?
Droppings, that's right.
Fixins. He said that like Kenny Powers.
Rodent and cockroach droppings.
Droppins is more fun.
Droppins?
I like it.
It's more St. Clary.
It sounds like a character.
The
Cockroach droppings.
report said the coolers were too warm and small for the business to cool food properly. Staff didn't properly sanitize tools. I mean, just a whole mess. I guess, listen, when you go out to eat, this is this is what you're.
Nobody's going out to eat wanting droppins, okay?
This is what you're
You're
rolling the
getting
dice.
droppings.
You're rolling the dice every time.
You get
Mary
droppings and fixins.
Yep.
Cockroach droppings does sound like a rejected Lord of the Rings character.
Cockroach droppings.
You from the Shia? It's cockroach droppings.
That's true.
So they said that the permit for this place was suspended on September 4th. They came back 2 days later. They're still doing their thing. Still feeding people, despite their permit being suspended 2 days earlier. 3 cases of egg rolls, 2 cases of fish were discarded because the establishment did not have receipts. A bin of flour was discarded due to live and dead cockroaches inside the food.
Dredge those cockroaches.
Cashew chicken's yummy.
But again, you don't know what's going on in the kitchen. You
Nowhere
have
is
no
safe.
idea.
You just got to get it out of your head. Otherwise, we're not going to go anywhere, you know? You just got to get
Yeah.
it out of your head. Just hope that you're at the right place.
Yeah, you hope on the window you see that big A for, health inspection. But who knows if somebody just put an A up on the window.
Yeah.
You know how teenagers always think that their parents are being negative about everything because we're basically trying to warn them? It happens perfectly yesterday. My daughter, who's driving now, her and her friend, they went up to get sushi. And when they came back we're like, where'd you go? They said, oh, we got sushi. And the first thing my wife says, oh, sushi on a Monday? Because in the thing.
Anthony Bourdain.
Right. Sushi on a Monday. And then she's like, what? And then she explains that, apparently they get their fish on Tuesdays. So Monday's the old stuff. And I go, what'd you get? And they both were like, spicy tuna, spicy this. And I go, oh, that's just the fish right about to turn. And they roll it in that spicy crap to cover it. And both of them were like, what's wrong with
Damn
you
it,
guys?
Dad. Yeah.
Yeah, like you guys are so negative.
Yeah, I think it was Kitchen Confidential, which was Anthony Bourdain's first book. He said, never order fish on a Monday because it's usually the leftovers from the weekend.
And
Or if he sees some kind of like, blue plate special on a Monday,
yeah.
it's leftover crap from the weekend.
Yeah.
She was like, Dad, you're ruining everything. And I was like, well, did you at least, was there a special? And she goes, I don't know how much it was supposed to cost. And I was like, I don't know, $15, 2 rolls, soup salad. And she's like, no, it was like $15 a piece. I was like, oh, ripped off.
Yeah.
Bummer.
That's why you need a friend that's a repairman of all those appliances that are in these big kitchens, because they'll tell you which
that?
restaurant
Yeah,
to
what the
avoid,
real
which
deal
one to
is.
go to.
That's a good point.
What the real deal is?
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Look closely at that letter grade because you know when you're a kid and you change that F to an A
yeah.
on your report card. You're like, this looks like somebody took a Sharpie to this. Then you know the food's good.
Yeah.
Because they're getting an F and they're still open. Food's good, dude.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going there though.
Well, you're missing out.
on those cockroach droppings.
Droppings and toppings and fixings, dude. You got to roll with it.
I don't know. I'm not scared. Listen, I'm not scared to go out. I'm not scared to go out to eat.
No, me neither, man. You play the stats.
Right. You play the stats.
You drive in the cars. You fly in the planes. You eat at the restaurants.
Odds are I'm not going to eat at a place where there's a Shigella outbreak.
Oh,
Again?
when they open back up, maybe, right?
Do you guys have any irrational fears?
Please. Look at this person.
Well, I was talking to somebody about a cruise, and I said, "Yeah, learn somebody that has." I don't know if it's irrational. It's kind of irrational.
It's rational, I would say.
Why?
Well, boats have wrecked and
Well,
sea
buildings
creatures
have-
have eaten people. I mean,
Buildings
I'm not,
fall down. You still go in buildings.
not really. You're not going to catch me. Like, I've gone up in the Empire State Building once. I'm good. I don't need to go up there again. You know, like the
I
cruise
know
of
what's
killing
up
people.
there.
Yeah,
I've seen it.
I seen.
It's the air.
So, is it fear of open water?
Yeah, I don't like open water where things can gobble me up.
Right. So you know what that's called?
Thalassophobia.
Thalassophobia. That's right.
Yeah.
I don't want to be on open water in a raft, but if I have 2,000 professionals around me, I think I'm okay. And play the stats, you know? Like there's like a few 100,000 people out there partying on the water at any given
I
moment.
can party
Yeah,
on land.
but
You know.
accidents do happen, and people do perish in boating accidents.
This is my irrational fear. This is where it gets irrational. I believe somehow, with the stats, everybody will be killed. I will be the sole person that survives somehow. And then I will be alone. And the Coast Guard won't find me, but a great
And
white
you'll be
will.
out there just drifting.
Yeah, man. Have you ever
The
seen
band Great White Will.
Open Water, I think, the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, ruined me. I was like, oh.
Open water
Really?
is the diving expedition, right? And
Yeah.
they just left the two.
They left the couple, and this couple is floating endlessly, and sharks eat the man or the woman, and then one of them is left. No thanks. Terrifying.
Hey, at
I
least
guess I
it's
don't
an-
need to see that movie anymore.
Yeah. Saving you all.
At least it's an interesting life.
I also have it with pools, though, for a long time. I mean, this is such an irrational thing, but I feel like people have it where they think a shark is in the pool. There's no way it is
Oh,
humanly
yeah.
possible that there's a great white shark in the pool, but I will have this visual that I'm going to get eaten in the pool.
That's what the sharks want you to think.
Yeah.
So you go run
Created
into
my
the
When
reality.
you least suspect it, that's when they get you.
Bingo, got your ass. Didn't expect to see me here.
I do have an irrational fear, and it is the fear of a ceiling fan falling on me.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hey, I've had that. Where it wiggles a little too much.
Yeah, it's an irrational fear that it's something I have, and I do have a ceiling fan above my bed, and every once in a while I do worry like it's going to come off and just while I'm sleeping,
Get your head off.
I think about that sometimes.
it's just going to fall on me.
Well, at least it's spinning, so it's like a helicopter. It'll stay up there for a
Well,
while.
I don't know who installed this thing. I know it's been spinning for a long time since I've lived in that house.
Right. That's a good fear. That's okay. That's not irrational. That can happen.
Very irrational.
It can happen.
I wouldn't do anything.
It could happen. I mean, it's not a crippling fear, but it's something every once in a while I think of. Every once in a while, I also think of a plane falling out of the sky and hitting my house.
Yeah, the Donnie Darko, for sure.
Yeah, helicopter crashing into your house or something.
It's not a crippling fear, but it is something I think of every once in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a fear, but I think about it. We stayed at a hotel that had all these cool sculptures like up in the lobby and the ceiling, and they looked like big stalactite icicles, but they were made of like, I couldn't tell if it was metal or what they were made of, but and they were hanging by strings, you know, like metal,
yeah.
but like metal, I don't know what you'd call it, twine. That's not right. Cable.
Yes, those little
Thin cables. Yes. And I'm just like, my mind immediately went to like, man, in an earthquake movie, people are just getting impaled left and right in
Yeah.
this. Those are all snapping off.
The
and it
Chihuly?
this immediately becomes just a death pit.
I think about that kind of stuff.
I don't get
Everyone's
scared about it, but I think about it.
Yeah, if something's above me, I'll think like, man, in an earthquake, that thing's coming down. I'm going to make sure I'm not
A chandelier or something like that.
corner. Yeah,
One in 10 million is how often a ceiling fan falls on somebody.
Get that Hampton
That's
Bay
sad.
head,
Is that
dude.
one? So you telling me there's a chance?
There's
That's
a
probably
chance.
a bigger chance than dying on a cruise ship.
I think of how many he has in his house.
How often do people die?
How many fans I have in my house?
Well, first of all, most people that are dying on
just
cruise
on the
ships,
West Wing alone.
3.
they're dying at old age. It has nothing to do with the cruise ship.
Well, that's why they got the morgue on. Okay, an estimated 200 annual passenger deaths on a cruise ship.
Yeah, but that's
but
probably
that's
from
old folk.
Average
old
age
people.
is 50. How old are you? You're 46. No thanks.
From what? What's the average cause? Choking on a grape or something?
Yeah, falling overboard.
Too much fun.
Cardiac incidents, suicides, murders, overdoses, and natural causes.
No. So
Yeah,
all
but
things
your
that can
fear
happen right
stems
here.
from an accident of some kind,
Yeah,
not like a cardiac event.
maybe. I don't like that either. I need to have a doctor within 20 miles of me at all
There's
times.
plenty of doctors on that ship. I'm going to give it to. I'm
Yeah.
going to give it to the cruise ship on that one.
Okay, they have all the equipment that they need.
Oh yeah, they got
sure
a whole
it's a
hospital.
city.
I saw the
I need
whole
open
thing.
heart surgery. They can perform it.
I mean, I don't know about that, but they'll get you to a place where they certainly could.
There's a TV show where they do.
Do they have a helicopter
Yeah,
for
they'll-
airlift?
They'll
Oh,
have a pad.
that's nice.
Yeah, the whole front of the ship that I was just on has a giant helicopter pad.
I don't like being this way. I wish I could be more free spirited and not think I'm going to die at every moment.
I'm
Man, you
scared of
drive it.
dying on a helicopter crash on a cruise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's double for me.
Wow.
My,
Fear of cruise ships is called navophobia.
File me under it. Yeah,
You're a navophobic.
I am.
man, I got the email yesterday, because now we're getting all the emails like, hey, come back and cruise with us again. Here's a discount, half off, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty tempted, man. There's 2 ships that they got out now that are just like friggin' Wonderland, man. They look awesome. The Icon and the Star, gee whiz. Lauren, take a gander at those and tell me you don't want to be on it.
She's
What is
never
it?
going on She's never
The
going on one of these
Star
things.
Dude, yes, you will.
I don't, but I can have all of this on land. Like if it was something, I can have water slides. I can have an ocean view. I can have a
Yeah, but-
mall.
And listen, it may be irrational, but we all have these irrational fears. Somebody on the instant feedback says they have an irrational fear of being framed for murder,
Yeah, it scares the hell out of me too.
like being framed for murder.
You see these documentaries of people getting framed. Wild.
I would say that's a fear of mine as well. Not being framed for murder, but
Accused
being
of a crime or something.
accused of a crime and nobody will listen to me,
Right.
or being locked up.
Oh,
I think that's like a common dream people have. I know I've had it. I've had a dream that I helped a friend cover up a murder or something, and that it's years later and people are. I'm sure it's like a manifestation of something you feel guilty about, but I feel like that's a common dream people have. Is like that they've covered up a crime and now the chickens have come home to
Yeah.
roost, or that you're being accused of a crime that you didn't do and you don't, but you have no alibi or something like that.
Somebody's got an irrational fear of throwing up in front of everyone at a public restaurant.
I have some friends that are like that. They just will not vomit, ever.
They won't vomit.
Yes.
Oh.
How do you
'Cause
stop
they're afraid
it?
of it?
I mean, isn't that the
Nobody
whole point
I
of
had
vomiting?
wants to.
I had a crazy party. I was house sitting. My girlfriend used to live down the street from the Silver Ballroom Pinball Lounge,
Yeah, yeah.
And one of my good friends at the time, we were just getting hammered drunk at the Silver Ballroom because we could just walk home. And it was like apple shots and all this stuff. It was awful. And my friend who has this fear of throwing up, she got so hammered, she had to. And watching that process of her, because there was nowhere else for that toxins to go.
Yeah.
It was awful.
I mean, your body rejects something for a reason. It's
yes.
it's a response to this does not belong in here.
And she ended up throwing up on the street, and she was mortified. I mean, it was not like your regular. I hate throwing up. I mean, I don't think anybody enjoys that, but she was perplexed.
No, this person said they have a fear of throwing up in front of people at a restaurant.
Like that specific.
Like that
experience.
specifically. Somebody's afraid of Elvis,
You know what? I'm also kind of
Kingophobia.
weirded out
the king of phobia.
by wax museums. Have you ever been in a wax museum whenever
Yeah.
it's not very populated?
Talk
And,
about
Yeah.
a colossal waste of time.
well, you're in there.
That's
are you s-
Uncanny Valley.
Yeah, I guess it is.
That's almost a universal thing.
It's bizarre.
When something looks too close to human, but you can tell it's a little off,
Right.
it bothers us. That's why androids and robots that kind of take humanoid form make you feel
I
a
think
little
it's
weird on the inside.
Uncanny Valley is why I'm kind of against AI and stuff. Like,
What is Uncanny Valley?
that's the phenomenon of humans. Like, if you see a woman, there's like an iconic photo, right, of a woman and she's not real, but she looks real. Look, would you mind to look up Uncanny Valley woman? Because there's this specific woman that was an example for online, and she just looks strange.
What?
Like that. That's all creepy.
Yeah,
Every single picture you're looking at is unsettling. And it's like when something has it's almost human, but you can tell it can't bridge the gap. The valley between fake and real is the uncanny valley is what exists between that, where it's like clearly fake to when you can tell.
But it's realistic looking enough.
It's just realistic enough that it could pass for human from a distance, and it's just unsettling when you get close to it.
That's why I don't like those TikTok videos of fake nostalgia from the 1980s. They have kind of a synth music bed with them, and it's like you just got home and it's the blue hour and it's wintertime in 1987, and you remember what 1987 looks like right as the sun was going down with the snow on the ground. You're a little kid, you have a memory tied to this visual, but it's fake.
And it's
AI
unsettling.
generated. It's very unsettling.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, wax museums are just a phenomenon that I don't understand.
What's it say it means?
I remember
Like the
even-
appeal?
just,
Is it the artwork of it?
I remember hearing about it and going, "Wait, what? People pay to go see a half-assed version of a celebrity?"
Yeah, I think that's why people get creeped out by like ventriloquist dummies and dolls, because they do look human-esque. You know what I mean? Like if you go into a basement and there's just like a limp, like a couple ventriloquist dummies
Yeah.
sitting down there, you're not trying to hang out down there.
I think ventriloquist, period, like the whole act is weird.
R.L. Stein ruined dummies for me because the Goosebumps book about the ventriloquy freaked me out at a very young age. I don't like it.
Like, as a kid, you go see a ventriloquist act, and you got, some guy making a weird face.
Yeah. And he's real excited about what he's doing. He's talking through his throat. Get me out of
He's
here.
making a weird face,
Yeah,
and the
it's crazy
doll
cool.
is working, and he's got his hand up his butt. I don't like the
I don't
whole
like it.
thing.
Like-
Really? That's an amazing
I
talent.
don't like the. No, I'm
cool
not taking
skill.
anything away from the talent. I don't like it though.
Sesame Street.
Like imagine
Fascinating.
going in your attic and there's just like 50 mannequins up there.
Oh yeah, just hanging.
Yeah.
I don't even like Carl behind me, dude.
You're
I don't
not
like this
loving
thing.
it, right? Like Carl's fine. There's times I'm in here by myself in the morning that I'll glance over at Carl and think that he moved.
Yeah, the mannequin in here.
You know what I have is a crazy and
Irrational.
I wonder if this is a thing. You guys ever like fear you're going to choke alone?
Yes.
Like when
Yeah.
you're eating? I choked one time while I was alone on like a salami sandwich.
Oh man.
And it was like enough that it was just like and I was like, there was no one around. I'm like, this is not how I want to
Well,
go.
who was
no
it?
fat guy wants to die like
What'd
that.
you
Was
do,
it
falling
President Bush?
Yeah, he
Choked
passed
on
out.
a pretzel
Oh, no.
watching football in the White House.
Oh, that's ridiculous. He should have had somebody near him.
He did.
There's an episode of Sex and the City, because it all goes back to that, where Miranda is living alone and she starts choking and she thought her cat was going to eat her. And she had to throw her body against her table
That's what I did. A
to
chair.
pop this thing out. Yeah.
I mean, listen, there are some pretty weird phobias. Like listen, we all know like arachnophobia, arithmophobia,
Fear of
You
math.
don't like rhythm? You don't like drummers?
Fear of the Miami
math.
Sound Machine.
Math. You hate
Saying
math.
wrist.
fear of numbers.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Arithma.
The rhythm is going to get you.
Astrophobia is fear of thunder and lightning. Okay, I understand that.
I love it.
Yeah, me too.
I'm weird like that. I
understand.
love to stand on a porch during a storm.
Yeah, you know why? Because like we all, well, I guess for the most part, depending on where you live, you all experience the same amount of storms as a child, and at some point you have to realize like, okay, this is a natural thing, and as long as I'm here, it's going to be here. So I'm going to, you figure out the mental clarity that you need to be okay with it, and then you overcome it.
Yep.
Automatonophobia.
Automaton.
Is that like a
Automatonophobia.
Polaroid?
That is the fear of human-like figures.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh. Automaton.
Automatonophobia.
Interesting.
Fear of gravity.
Okay.
Gravity scares me.
It is scary.
Oh, what?
And why is it? Why?
Okay, no,
do
I
we
get it.
have
It's some weird force that is pulling us to the center of the earth.
Crushing us into diamonds, dude.
It's something you can't see.
Yeah, but wouldn't you think that
John Mayer is terrified.
I would say the rational fear here would be the fear of no gravity. Because then, bye.
I'm interested.
There you go.
That's all
See
I
you
wanna
later.
know. I want to do, like on The Bachelor, sometimes they would take the couple up into these airplanes that give you zero gravity. I don't know how they work. And I was like, oh, I want to do
don't
that
they call
so
those
bad.
the vomit comets?
Yeah, they
Oh,
just,
I don't know.
They just fall. They just fall at the pace of gravity.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, they call that the vomit
Yeah,
comet.
they
Well, these
di-
people weren't
they
vomiting.
dive.
They were making out in midair. And I was like, that is hot as
That's
hell.
after they threw
So
it.
imagine a plane just going up high enough and then diving at the same speed of gravity, the negative 9.8 or whatever it is.
Okay.
So therefore, it gives you the appearance of while you're in the capsule,
Oh, wow.
you're weightless, but you're not. You're just falling at what the terminal,
Heck yeah.
not the terminal velocity, but the speed in which you should be falling,
Yeah.
and the plane is as well.
All right, what's chromophobia?
You don't like metal.
Chromophobia is fear of colors.
Ooh.
Oh, chroma. Duh.
Chromophobia, fear of colors.
What do you do?
I,
You just walk around with a blindfold on?
You watch TV from
You
the
dress
1940s.
monochromatically and only watch, old TV, the Munsters.
that's chromophobia. Chronophobia
Time.
is fear of time.
That's scary, too.
I think all of us have that.
Yeah. You'll develop it at some point.
Fear of time?
Yeah. As you age.
But what's the fear?
You can't stop it. Our faces are getting older and we're all dying, you know? That's time. We're literally, there is an endpoint for all of us. That's terrifying.
I think everybody hits this one around, probably around middle age. That's what.
Chronophobia?
That's what probably kicks off a lot of these shifts in us.
Huh.
What about decidophobia?
Scott seems confused on that. Have you
You
not hit
get more comfortable, right?
What time?
You have to overcome it, kind of like the thunder thing. But haven't you got to a point or something where you start really thinking about time and absorbing it, and you almost get pissed? Like
Well-
I'm kind of upset with it. You know,
Yeah.
you're kind of like, man, that sucks.
You can't stop it.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
think
it's
there's gonna be-
eternal, so it's tough to really comprehend time.
Maybe when you have kids and then you see them growing up, I guess it's
Yeah. You get. Did you ever get
Okay.
angry? I mean, there was a point. I'll fully admit, like I got a little pissed off about it.
Yeah.
You're kind of like, man, this. I mean, it's just a moment, but I'm just saying, in the process of grieving the youth of your children, you know, you kind of like,
Yeah.
it sucks.
I also
Yeah,
don't
I'm
like
not there
time
yet.
whenever you get that text message, will you be joining us?
Right.
yeah.
That's
Well,
always
yeah,
Big
that's
time.
big fear of time.
What's decidophobia?
Making a decision?
Fear of making decisions.
I think I'm turning into that, too.
Decidophobic?
Yeah. Everything's a choice, you know?
Dermatophobia?
Dermatophobia.
Dermatophobia.
Going insane.
What's the matter with you?
Fear of houses.
Witches have that.
Fear of houses. Cacophobia. So that's CACO phobia.
Fear of chocolate?
Cacophobia. Fear of ugliness.
Oh, yes.
You know, that's a good one. Honestly, I understand that
I can't deal with this ugliness.
one. 100%. Yeah. Fair.
Oh, emetophobia is fear of vomiting.
Okay.
Emetophobia is fear of vomiting. Equinophobia,
Acquiring.
Horsies.
fear of horses.
You know, I heard
Oh, how about that? You'll know, the Moon will know this one. Genuphobia.
geniophobia.
GENU phobia. Genuphobia.
Some of birds.
No.
Oh, okay.
Fear of being yourself.
Fear of knees.
Knees.
Oh, man.
Fear of knees.
What
They
the
are
heck is that?
Man,
You hate knees.
Wrinkly little
what?
potatoes, dude.
the way they bend.
I hate what my knee's done to me, but what-
Silent K.
So if somebody's suffering from geniophobia, do you not look at your own legs? Is it your own knees? Is it other people's knees? Is it getting
Right.
hit in the face with a knee? Like, what
The
is the
bee's
phobia?
knees.
What the
I
heck
just
is
look
that?
at them, man.
Gen-
The way they bend, it's
Yeah.
weird.
Sorry,
I get it.
can't look down. I never look down.
Oh, okay.
Hate short
I have a
shorts.
fear of knees.
Okay, this is a Okay, people with
is the only-
geniophobia have a fear of knees, may be repulsed by how knees even look, or they may worry about their vulnerability to knee injuries like ACL tears or knee dislocation. You know what? I've suffered from this a little bit.
Yeah.
After the ACL snap and all that, like, it takes a minute to get back to be okay with even running. You know, like I had a limp for a long while that it was hard to get rid of because I was unaware that I was doing it. Like I had to have a physical therapist like point it out and help me correct it. I don't know, man. I get this one.
You get that one?
I don't get it in this sense, though. Disgusted by the appearance of knees, including their own. Repulsed if somebody else's knees brush against them. Scared to touch knees or somebody else's knees.
Knees are gross, though. Think about it.
Terrified of
knees.
having to kneel or cross their legs and unreasonably afraid of having a knee
So I guess
injury.
geniophobia would like to genuflect. What is it? To
What? I don't
when you
know.
genuflect?
I've never heard that.
Oh, no?
Genuflecting.
Don't they do that in theater?
Genuflect.
Like almost a
Lower one's body briefly by bending.
right.
I never heard that.
Genuflect.
Genuflect.
As an actress.
Okay. I think
These
I
are
was
the only body part that have a cap.
Yeah, I don't like that little cap.
Yeah, I don't either.
Why
little
none of us got a
turtle
cap,
shell.
dude?
Yes, they're
Why we
weird.
got one body? We got 207 bones or some
It's like,
mess
a,
like that.
it's like a seashell down there. I don't like
One
I
cap?
feel like my elbow should have a cap.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Why
your
don't my
elbow-
elbow have a cap?
Because your elbow's not responsible for holding up the weight of your entire body.
Well, and that's the meniscus, right?
Listen, my elbow needs a cap. I just don't. It's the only body part that gets one, and I want to know why.
Your shoulders get one, don't they? I guess that's muscle.
Other phobias associated with geniophobia, bathmophobia, which is the fear of stairs or slopes that can cause you to trip or injure yourself.
I like a slope.
I was a heliophobic for a while.
You
Like
didn't like
a
the sun?
slope.
Yeah, fear of the sun.
Ooh, yes.
Not the act of being outside, but I remember in science class in like 6th grade, they said at some point the sun's going to get so big that it's going to envelop like the first 5 or 6 planets.
I know it's gonna take 7 minutes. We're gonna know it's coming, which is the worst.
It really freaked me out. Now it's going to be in like 3 billion years.
Maybe.
So they say.
Yeah.
That's what they want you to think.
Right.
Just like the sharks in the pool.
I had a similar fear. Remember when Independence Day came out and when the spaceships came and they blocked the cities with shadows? I thought that there would be a thing that would come to block the sun and nothing would grow anymore, and everything would die.
Mr.
and
Burns
there'd be no
created that.
light,
It
and
will.
that freaked me out.
Pollution.
You know, I just saw, was it an article? I saw either an article or a news story or something about how, remember, the New Madrid Fault it is supposed to go.
Oh, yeah,
And
we're-
when it goes,
we're sitting on
Missouri
top
is
of it.
going
I
to
know.
go, boy.
Or what about underneath Colorado's that super volcano? And I keep seeing those charts. I think we may be in a safe zone. I'm not sure.
Oh no.
You know, when that goes, the fault's going to slip. So we're going to deal with that under us, and then all the ash from the volcano over us because the weather is coming this way.
I hope we're all gone. I don't want to see it.
There's microphobia, which is fear of small things. Necrophobia, fear of dead things or death. No, this can't be real, but I think it is. Nomophobia,
You're done with them.
fear of being without your mobile phone.
Oh yeah.
That's an addiction, right?
No, is that from no mobile?
Yeah,
No. mobile.
Nomophobia?
nomophobia.
No mo.
Let me see here. Osmophobia, fear of smells. Pathophobia, fear of disease. Pedophobia, fear of kids. Philophobia.
That's not something you want to say out loud in a.
Pedophobia.
Yeah, like I'm a pedophobe.
Yeah, people could misconstrue
Hey, bring your kids around me. I'm a pedophobe. What'd you say? Yeah, I actually have to tell everyone. I have to go door to door and tell everyone I'm a pedophobe.
Put a sign in the
A
yard.
registered pedophobe?
Yeah, that's just one you keep to yourself.
that. Oh, Nathan says his wife is scared of stairs.
Whoa, that's the one that I was talking
Yep,
about.
the sloping.
Bathmophobia.
So it's called bathmophobia.
Yeah.
I'm curious if
Oh yeah,
Like John
Bathmophobia,
Stamos
fear of
is,
stairs or steep slopes.
John Stamos is terrified of like dwarves. So
Oh,
people
yeah.
are scared of like little people. Does that go in with pedophobia, or is that a separate thing?
That may be microphobia, which is fear of small things.
I've known multiple people that have I would not say phobia, but a thing with twins.
Oh, yeah. That's a thing. That's that's more common than I think you may think.
And I think the way that it's both are guys, and they both described them basically in ways that Learn described that uncanny valley thing, saying like it doesn't seem real and freaks them out in that in the sense that.
I wonder if any twins have ever had that, where they're scared of their own twin.
Oh, I bet. I would be weirded out, I think.
It'd be a weird.
I mean, I guess I'm only thinking about it because I've been like a uni person. I haven't been a
You
twin.
haven't been a twin.
Right. Maybe I would love it, but maybe I'd hate it, you know? I don't want another one of me out there.
Every set of twins that I know, barring one set, have been some of the coolest people I've ever known.
My nephews are identical twins. And Rafe, you met them last Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And they are identical.
Wow.
My brother-in-law's kids.
Same haircuts and stuff?
Everything.
Wow.
Everything about them is exactly the same. And I got to say, like, which one are you?
Mm-hmm.
You do? I mean,
Yeah.
You see them enough, you should be able to tell them.
Yeah, good
You
Uncle
can't.
Ed.
I don't see them enough.
One of the kids, like best friends, are twins, and it took me a minute, but then now it's hard to not tell them apart. They're very. I mean, you just give it. There's like, I don't know. There's just distinctive.
One's got a little freckle on his nose that you could tell.
And that's what you focus on.
I try, but if they're too far away, you go, which one are you? And they sound the same.
Yeah, I'm almost
They're the
envious.
same height. They wear the same. I mean, they don't match clothes.
They're like Tomax and Zaymot from G.I. Joe.
Oh yeah,
Remember the two
Yeah.
twins?
I'm
it's crazy.
almost envious, dude. I mean, think of growing up with a twin, like instant best friend. This person thinks like me. They pretty much want to do everything I want to do. I don't know, man. It just seems like the greatest thing ever. And
be nice.
like I said, other than this one set of twins that I grew up with, and the whole family was jackasses, so like they were bound to be jerks. But everybody else, they're all so sweet. They're so nice. They're so connected with one another. It's so cool to see. Oh, it's so awesome.
One more. What's selenophobia?
Say it again.
Selenophobia. SELENO.
You're afraid of Selena.
Afraid of the moon or the
Yeah,
sky.
you got it. Fear of the
Yeah.
moon.
Oh, I'm glad I don't have that.
Those are day people.
You know, the opposite of phobia is philia. And you never hear about philia.
Yes, you do. Pedophilia.
Well, you hear about that. and that's terrible.
Yes, you do.
But like, as
Yes, you
far
do.
as philia of good things,
Cinephilia.
like cinephilia.
Oh, like a cinephile. Yes.
Yeah. Or like I'm an alorophilic because I love cats so much.
I'm a bacteriophilia.
Well, you love bacteria.
love
Love
Bacteria.
bacteria.
Yeah.
You know I do.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Love it.
I'm a phallustophilia.
Oh.
Love it. How about being a somnophobic?
You're afraid of sleep?
Afraid of sleep.
I can see that. Some people,
You're afraid of what's going to happen to you?
Maybe never waking up.
You're such a vulnerable state. Or you're afraid you're going to die in your sleep. That could be a mixture of fear of death.
I like Maury Povich used to do like these phobia shows. Like he'd bring people on with weird phobias. Here's a woman scared of mustard.
Louise is petrified of mustard.
Oh my God! Look at it! Look it away from me!
Sit down.
Look at it! Look at
That's just a picture.
it! Look at it! It's disgusting!
I got to talk to you about
Are you
this.
nuts? Are you nuts?
All right, take it off the screen, please.
Yeah, cat.
Sound like Richard Simmons, a lady.
Man, can you imagine somebody being on camera and you're hysterically laughing at someone's phobia?
I know.
That's not
I
gonna
mean,
live
that's
very
what
well.
Maury's all about.
I know,
baby.
but I
Is
Come
Maury
on.
still on?
There's morophobia, which is fear of being on Maury.
Morophobic.
I'm a morophiliac.
It's a you are,
Love Maury.
It's a you are the father phobia.
This woman's scared of peaches.
Oh, man.
We're going on to Sean here. How tall are you?
About 6 feet tall.
All right, how much you weigh?
About 270, 280.
270, 280. You're a big guy.
Yeah.
Sean is afraid of peaches. Come on, Sean. Sean, guess what?
What?
Peaches.
I understand if you don't like peaches, but you're scared of peaches. Scared. Why?
It's been as long as I can remember.
Well, what was it all about?
It's been ever since I was a kid.
You know what? Peaches are weird.
I know, it's like you're eating skin.
They're furry.
They're delicious, though.
Like some are furry.
They're furry and so good.
Delicious.
Perfect peach.
And
is the
yeah,
best.
but you know what though? The inside is so sweet, which is great. Like a good ripe peach, but the outside has got
So
a
juicy.
weird. The skin has got a weird thing going on.
And I like eating it, and I feel like a savage, you know?
It's amazing.
So your like mouth is just dripping with juice, and you're eating like the peach fuzz, and you're getting it in your teeth.
Do you get it though?
Yeah,
Yeah, I understand.
There, face your fears.
Since I was little, it's the feel, the touch, the look, everything.
The feel of the peach?
feel, the fuzzy, whether it's fuzzy or slimy.
Now, can you remember one incident, something go crazy on you about a peach?
A girlfriend of mine had bought shampoo that had a picture on the
Yeah,
bottle.
peach-scented shampoo.
Yeah, peach, and she'd bought it, and I went into the bathroom, didn't know it was in there, went to take a shower, ran right out the house.
Because there was a picture of a peach.
I made her take the peach. I made her take it off the picture
Wait,
off the
can
bottle.
you remember back in your childhood? I mean, did somebody hit you over the head with a peach?
No.
You swallow a peach pit or something?
No, it's been just as far back as I can remember. It's just steadily gotten worse and worse as time has gone on.
You want to be cured, though?
Yes. I want to be able to walk into a store and be able to go down there.
Are you going to kill me if I bring in a peach here?
I don't know. You might want to stay back.
Like Maury's like in attack mode.
Okay, I think we got it. I think we understand his problem.
He's out of there.
Maury's a pusher, man. He's like, oh yeah, we bring in a peach. Are you gonna hurt me?
Here's some peaches.
It's like, calm the hell down, man.
Here's somebody afraid
I'm
of
a peach. David, what are you going to do to me? Worry, this is getting weird, man.
Here's somebody afraid of cotton.
Cotton balls, they make me sick. Cannot deal with it. I can't be in the same room with them. I have to run. Talking about it, I sweat profusely.
Yo.
I start shaking. I cry.
Cotton balls are weird.
I've hit people. The sound that cotton makes physically makes me ill.
Dude, I know what she's talking about.
You get it?
Yeah, dude. Aren't cotton balls weird? You ever pull one apart? It's like
Yeah.
satisfying and terrifying at the same time. It's horrible.
Yeah.
It goes.
It makes a weird.
You can't even describe the sound. It's one of the most
Makes a
unique,
weird
gross sounds
It is
ever.
gross. It hurts kind of too when you
It,
pull it apart.
does hurt. It feels like you're hurting
I was
something.
taking my nail polish off yesterday, and I went to Target and I bought jumbo cotton balls. And like I was thinking about that, like whenever I took them apart, I'm like, oh, I kind of like cringe whenever I pull them apart.
Let me ruin it for everybody. The next time you pull apart a cotton ball, just imagine you're pulling a giant spider egg sack.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what it is. It's so it does that like a spider web.
Have you ever seen a cotton field? Like whenever
It's
Tim and
gorgeous.
it's so beautiful. And I had never
Yes.
seen one before. Tim and I did a road trip down to New Orleans one time. And so we were going through like, Tennessee, Memphis, or wherever we're at. And there was we pulled off to a gas station, and I looked over and I'm like, what is this field? And it was a cotton farm. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I went over there and I took like a million photos because I'd never seen they look like cotton balls. It's amazing.
They're like little blooming.
These cotton
They're
balls look like
beautiful.
cotton balls.
blooming.
Yeah. They have like little like brown bloom,
Yeah.
and then
It's
there's
like
like a little
snow
cotton
out
ball
there.
in there.
It's just gorgeous.
It's
if you go
so
down
gorgeous.
to the boot heel, you'll see it. Well, we just missed the harvest, I guess, because it's early fall. But yeah, it's really cool. And then they end up burning the fields afterwards. It's pretty neat process.
Yeah, here's the woman afraid of cotton.
Physically makes me ill. I have a nightmare of a man who is made of cotton balls.
Here's the lady. You're the lady hysterically laughing in Maury's audience.
I know, I can't help it.
Oh my
Guys,
gosh.
I'm kind of freaked out by Maury. Like, he did, like, towards the end of his career, because his last show was in 2022.
You're afraid of Maury Povich?
No, he just got a little intense.
You okay, man?
Worries wild.
I
worried
can't
about
imagine
you.
his big blue eyes, like, all big
Cotton?
lit up.
Like, I'm gonna get you.
You're afraid of cotton?
I'm gonna get you a
You're
cat.
He's
afraid
like
of the
so
cotton
thin.
man?
He's dressed like a cloud. He's like dressed up like a cloud. Ooga booga.
Oh, man.
Listen, ratings are in the toilet, Maury. We really need you to turn it up a notch. That guy was a real journalist at one point.
I know.
And I just wonder if there was a day he's like,
Who's
who's
married
on the show today?
Who's married to
Connie Chung.
Connie Chung.
Married to a
That's
real journalist.
Incredible. Yeah, they both went off the deep end.
Well, here she is talking about it, the cotton man.
Of a man who is made of cotton balls, and he is trying to kill me by putting them in my mouth. And I've had this recurring dream for as long as I can remember.
Don't go back there.
No.
There's a lot of cotton back there.
It's the best line of all time.
Don't go back there.
There's a lot of cotton back there.
Why is there cotton back? You put it there, Maury. It's like the guy, that's just being tortured by your own murderer. Don't go back there. Who the hell put all the cotton back there?
Dude.
Why is there cotton backstage at a talk show? Sorry, craft services is all cotton candy today.
Don't go in that room. It's a cotton room.
It's a cotton candy machine.
Don't go back there.
What's in this closet? It's a loom. It's a cotton gin. Instead of a lie detector, they hook them up to a cotton gin.
Oh, my God.
The monster
I'm the
comes out.
cotton man.
I'm Eli Whitney.
Yeah, dude.
my God.
It's Eli Whitney.
It's Eli. Here comes evil Eli.
Here comes all of the Fruit of the Loom fruits. They want to kill me.
Oh, man.
Quick,
Cotton man.
Mr. Polyester, save me.
Maury, this is starting to feel like you're doing this on purpose. No, this is just, they're here every day.
Go back there.
No.
There's a lot of cotton back there.
My producers
Carolyn,
made
come
it
here.
happen.
This is one.
Get back! I'm gonna hit you! I'm gonna hit you! Get back!
Move back. Okay. Okay, we got it. They all left.
Okay,
Wow.
we got it.
Come here, give me a hug.
We got the bit.
Come here, give me a hug. What's this shirt made of? 100% cotton.
Here's a woman scared of balloons.
We have had this phobia on before, and nobody believed it existed. She's trembling right now because Yvonne is deathly afraid of balloons. Balloons. Are you just afraid they'll pop?
Everything, the look of them, the way they float, everything about
The way they float?
everything bothers me about them.
You're worried about a balloon floating?
Yes,
What could it do?
I don't know why, I just don't like it.
You think the balloon is going to ultimately be the cause of your death?
I'm gonna die one day because of that.
You're going to die because of a balloon?
There are just gonna be so many of them, and
When was the last time you were at a birthday party with a balloon?
well, it's been a while.
She gets
You don't want to go back there?
Well, let us
What if
tell
I
you.
told you right now we're filming in a hot air balloon?
You are our thousandth or our 1,000th guest.
The balloon drop.
Yeah, balloon drop. Pull the string.
You sick bastard.
It's a balloon man.
Here, Sharon, pull
hysterical.
this
She
string.
runs for her life if she sees a balloon. You told our producers you didn't leave your home for 10 months. Why?
Because I was afraid
Afraid of what?
of balloons and
So for
everything
10
else.
months you stayed in your house?
I didn't go out.
Listen to this. This is really strange. Not only balloons. Yvonne cannot stand the Goodyear blimp.
Who can?
Hates the Goodyear blimp.
Who can stand it? Of all the times she looks out her window and sees the Goodyear blimp.
Oh, dude, it's annoying how it just happens.
When's the last time you seen
Don't
that
go,
thing?
but don't go in there,
It
Yvonne.
actually came over our area not too long ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you go inside?
I feel like I used to see it every once in a while.
over.
No, did you go inside?
Yeah, I'm scared.
Okay.
Oh, man. I'm scared of Maury just
Don't-
following these people around
don't
on
go around
stage.
that corner. Could be the Goodyear blimp over
Don't
there.
go in that room. The Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade is happening in there.
Oh, my
Now,
God.
those things do kill people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh.
Haven't they fallen a few times and
Maury,
killed somebody?
Yeah.
you sick bastard.
Maury loves it.
He loves it, dude. That guy's like the guy from Saw. Maury is the dude from Saw.
He's Jigsaw.
Do you want to play a game?
Yeah. These poor people.
What are your fears?
So did they overcome their fears on the show?
No. No,
No,
it
he
made
just-
everything
They don't
worse.
even
He just
try.
exploits them and
They don't even
terrifies them.
try. They don't even bring like an expert on to help them. They just chase them around the studio with the thing they're afraid of
And laugh
and
at
move
them.
on to the next person.
Yeah. Here's somebody scared of birds.
You do not like are fine, feathered creatures.
Oh my gosh, dude.
These poor birds, dude, are just trying to live.
Pumping in bird noises.
There's like a toucan in the back room.
Pigeons, seagulls, parrots, peacocks, even chickens.
We got them all.
Even chickens.
Don't go back there.
Oh my God.
You're going to hate this.
What a sadist episode.
Our cameraman is an emu.
On today's Maury, we torture people and laugh at them.
That's all it is.
That's all it is.
Most sadistic thing
There's
on
no
TV.
reconciliation. It's not like Dr. Phil where he like tries to administer some sort of weird country logic.
Well, at least with Jerry Springer, he gave a message at the end.
Right, yeah.
Like there was.
This is just
You know, if you think about it, balloons are kind of scary. Today's society,
Jerry
balloons
Springer
represent
would give-
crime and poverty.
Jerry Springer would give some kind of
lesson of the day.
Yeah,
lesson
like
of the day.
conclusion. Right.
This is
Some sort of moral lesson that had nothing to do with what he
there
just
is
did.
none
This
of
is
this.
just sadism.
Maury
is-
gives no lesson.
Shakia almost got hit by a car running from an innocent little bird. This is her story.
My name is Shakia, and my phobia is I'm scared of birds. Everything about them, their beaks. They walk nasty, they're ugly, their feet. Everything about them disgusts me so much. They have germs. They pick over garbage. I can't. Oh, gosh. I don't know why God created birds. I don't know why it's racing right now. I can't do this. I want to be cured from this because I want to be able to live life to the fullest. I'm so scared of them, and it's just
Shakia, don't look now.
It really is.
You're sitting on a nest.
Everyone's favorite character, Big Bird. Hey!
Why do you hate birds so much?
Oh, they're just nasty. I can't stand them.
personal experience?
No, I was just too little to watch that picture. Alfred Hitchcock, The Birds.
Oh, the birds.
It freaked me out
Oh,
every since
the
then.
movies.
Yes, and it just freaked me out every
Well,
since then.
he wanted you to do what he wanted everybody to do.
Oh yeah,
Get scared of birds?
And it's heartbreaking because I can't go.
How
to
about
the
if I
beach.
show you a picture of a bird?
Oh,
A picture.
wow. I don't even want to see it.
Shakia, look.
No, I don't even want to.
Yeah.
Hey,
He's like shoving it in her face.
what if I flip you the bird?
What about
You scared of that, Shakia? Double bird coming at you, Shakia.
Hi,
of that?
Shakia. Here's my friend Snuffleupagus.
Oh man.
Oh God. There's all sorts of fears.
Shakia, look in my pocket. That's a hummingbird. They're so tiny they could go inside your body, Shakia. Maury, why are you torturing this poor lady?
Yeah, they just get these people crying and they say, okay, up next.
Don't go in that room, Shakia. It's an aviary.
Up next, a woman who's afraid of mustard.
In Syracuse, right?
Yeah.
There are birds.
All around. And it debilitates me. I don't go out.
You don't
I
go
go
out?
to work. I go home, and that's it. I don't go nowhere. I don't go to the park. I don't take my children to the park. I don't go to the beach. I don't go anywhere
Do
where
your
there's
kids know why you won't take
Yeah,
them?
they pick with me. They pick with me. They pick with me. They tease me. Yeah. But they scare them away from me. My kids, I love them to death.
Why won't you eat a tuna fish sandwich?
I was on my way to work, and I grabbed me a tuna fish sandwich to take to work with me. And the seagulls, they chased me for my tuna fish sandwich.
Oh,
Seagulls
Why?
are the worst.
Hey,
to be
why
honest.
was you eating a fish sandwich?
I kind of have not a phobia.
Get the hell out of here!
I kind of have not a phobia, but a fear of getting pooped on by birds. I don't like when they fly over me.
Yeah.
Because I got pooped
Nobody
on.
does.
I got pooped on by a seagull, and seagulls are the dumbest. They're the worst. They're awful birds.
Seagulls.
There she is eating a
watch it
tuna
now.
fish sandwich outside. Next thing you know, she's attacked by seagulls.
I get it. Those are torturers. Those are terrible animals.
And they love tuna.
She's having a great time.
Seagulls, get me at the beach. I watch that once a year, dude.
Oh, my son still plays it. It's on a Spotify
Oh my
playlist.
god.
Oh, you're talking about the Yoda?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
that's
bad
so
lip reading.
funny.
Seagulls, watch it now.
When he's on Luke's back.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Run,
Can
jump.
you do
I'm
mine?
gonna. I can be your backpack while you run.
I'll play it a little bit, and then we'll go into the break,
All right,
okay?
sounds
Swing on a scary vine. I could be your backpack all the time.
I hate Brenda, and a bad guy hit me in the shin, and I peed all in my pants.
That's Luke Skywalker.
Nothing a little music can't help. Rockin', and rollin'. Down to the beach, I'm strolling.
No.
But the seagulls poke at my head, not fun. I said, seagulls, stop it now. Everyone told me not to stroll on that beach. Said seagulls gonna come.
Put me in the coconut.
And me going like,
When it falls down.
nothing I could do but yell when these birds attacked me. When I tried to run, I fell, and then these kids start laughing. And then
Yoda, do not go in this room.
with a hacky sack. Where did it come from? I run. I could be a backpack while you run, jump and stop. Put me down. I love to groove and boogie. Yeah.
Great.
Show you some dance moves.
No, I don't want you to.
If I had your giant feet out there on the beach, could have outrun those birds.
You're a psycho wiener.
Let me grab my beater.
Now he's hitting his stick on R2D2.
Stop it, please. Don't hit me. Please. Don't hit me.
Come on, man. Quit that banging.
Hey, what's that stank?
Fish in our basket.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot I did that.
Don't need apology.
Just hold your breath and see when the time is
Fish in
right.
that basket.
Circle back your face. I run, jump. I can be your backpack while you run. Swing from a hairy vine. I can be your backpack while you climb. Stand on one hand and lift rocks with your special gift. Run, jump. Now breathe. That's good. Like that.
Go to sleep. This is Maury and
One day
Dan.
I was walking and I found this big log. Then I rolled the log over. Underneath was a tiny little stick. And I was like, that log had a child. Listen, boy, someday when you are older,
At the end of this, he becomes Maury Povich.
you could get hit by a boulder. While you're lying there screaming, come help me, please. The seagulls, both your knees. Stop it now.
Yeah, whatever. You're sort of pitchy.
Didn't like it?
Listen, man. I'm not your friend.
Don't fall asleep.
That's Maury.
I forgot how good that song was.
I know.
It rips, dude.
All right, Team Riz Member of the Day is brought to you by Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill. Score $1 Hot Shots Tacos. When the Blues score 5 or more goals this year, get in the game at hotshotsnet.com/blues. From Warrenton, Missouri, Melissa Colley is
Melissa.
our Team Riz Member of the Day. Melissa listens to the Riz Show every morning on her morning commute, and it always helps her to get the day started on the right foot. Loves Rafe, loves Learn, and learns female perspective on the various
good.
topics that are discussed.
Say actually.
Appreciates how we keep Jeff's memory alive and well with every show. Melissa's favorite segments, Crap on Celebrities, Do It Bitch, Craigslist Freak of the Week. Has attended many Riz Show events in the past, her favorite being Can You Feel the Punk Tonight?
All right.
She went there with her 7-year-old daughter. Melissa Colley from Warrenton is our Team Riz Member of the Day. Get super sweet Team Riz Member of the Day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up 1057thepoint.com/Team Riz. I would assume that Melissa would be going to Punk Rock Christmas as well.
I would
with her
assume
daughter.
that as well. Make sure you get your tickets Only $30, man. I know.
December 7th?
December 7th, 3 p.m. show and an 8 p.m. show. And a lot of people are saying, the balcony prices are crazy. That's because those are sold out. So just get the general admissions. Plenty of great seats in the pageant. It's only $30, man. It's going to be an incredible show.
People just tuning into the show are like, what the F is this?
Hey, man, we're just singing.
What is this club hit?
Having a good time.
Alex says, just tuning in. I don't know what you're playing, but my 2-year-old loves it.
Oh, good.
Great. Number 1 with 2-year-olds.
Yep.
All right, welcome back to the Riz Show. Phone number 314-624-3833, 618-398-3833. The Mick Ultra Studio Cams. 1057thepoint.com/Riz. The socials at RIZZ Show. Your emails. RizShow1057thepoint.com. Matchup with Moon happening. Give away some prizes. Also, I guess learn you're safe this week.
I know. Moon, I'm so sorry.
The Ravens won last night, so Moon's going to take his pick'em challenge punishment.
Somebody's got to be edgy. Somebody's got to give, get some underdog picks there. We're never going to catch fast lane. It's okay.
Well, so last night it was, one of the 2 Monday Night Football games. It was the Ravens and Buccaneers, and Moon had the Buccaneers. Learn had the Ravens. They happened to be tied going into Monday night, and
I threw Hail Mary.
The Ravens got Buccaneers got their asses kicked.
Yeah.
They got whooped. Oof. They got whooped. So, first loss in a while, Moon.
Mm-hmm. First loss of the season, and I think I only lost once last year. I'm pretty good with my mascot picks.
Are you the dunce of the week too?
I'm the dunce of the week, yeah.
For both teams,
Yeah,
Who won the week? As far
Kerry
as
Davis did, I believe. Yeah, Kerry Davis with 12, then Marsh with 12, then Stalter with 12.
oh, so they all tied win?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Rafe was under that with 12 for our team. Then Riz 11, King Scott 11, BK 10, Jamie Rivers 10, Learn 9, me 8.
Oh well.
I had a terrible week.
Dunce of the week.
I took some risks. I've been kicking A, but didn't go my way. That's okay.
Not this week. We'll get them next time.
I'll take my shots like a real competitor.
One shot, right?
And I'll
One
move on.
shot.
Just
Learn was
one.
facing 4.
I know. God. Thankful. I don't have to do it.
It's the first thing I looked up when I got up this
Me too.
morning.
Yeah, I had people trolling me on Twitter. Being like, your butt's going to hurt tomorrow. And I go, oh, God.
Oh, thanks.
But I looked up. I was like, whew.
Before we move on, got to thank the 4 companies that have sponsored our heads this week. The men and lady of many hats. All 4 of these companies made some very generous donations to Cardinal Glennon Children's Hospital, which is our charity of the month. Cardinal Glennon. Mm-hmm. They do some great work over there. We were over there a couple weeks ago touring the facility. It's amazing.
Yeah. I met a mom
what they do there.
and her kids that her new baby was airlifted to Cardinal Glennon, and she came out to sign the billboard on Saturday, and just to hear from a mom's perspective of the work that Cardinal Glennon was able to do for her newborn, and the newborn was there and great, and so, yeah, the money is going towards amazing work.
I legitimately had a good time also hanging out with those kids.
Me too.
It was awesome.
That was a fun, the way that the staff was prepared and had us ready to hang out and play games and party with the kids, like.
And those kids are going through unimaginable things.
Yeah.
And illness and
in good spirits.
In good spirits, and the staff over there, they know what they're doing, and the care and comfort that they provide to those kids, it's unmatched.
It is.
So the least we could do is try to raise some money. And thanks to these companies like On My Head, AccuLevel. Thank you, AccuLevel. Is your foundation or basement giving you sleepless nights? Proudly serving the greater St. Louis area. Free in-home estimates, financing options, and unmatched customer service. Whether it's stopping basement floods or ensuring your foundation is rock solid, AccuLevel is there to bring you peace of mind. Call today, 866-512-5672, and let them help you create a healthier, worry-free home. That's AccuLevel. Moon.
Woodard Cleaning and Restoration. Thank you for this beautiful low-profile hat. Woodard Cleaning and Restoration, serving St. Louis for over 75 years. Woodard247.com. Woodard247.com. Thank you for your donation.
Learn.
Blue Note Roofing. They're BB rated, locally owned. They have as much as 23 years experience. They're not only skilled in roofing replacement, but siding, gutters, and more. Call them at 314-920-5713 for a free roof inspection, or just go to BlueNoteRoofingSTL.com.
And Rafe.
Jeremy Bright, partner of Compass Health Consultants and Healthcare Solutions Team. Jeremy is a local insurance broker that handles individual, family, group, and Medicare markets. Jeremy takes a customized approach with his clients, finds a plan that best suits their needs and desires. There's never a cost to Jeremy's clients for his services, and all the compensation is from the insurance company they decide is best for themselves. Give Jeremy a call or text at 314-724-6922 to get the best service in the industry.
Once again, thanks to those companies for helping us out with our charity this month, which is Cardinal Glennon Children's Hospital. All right, today's October 22nd. Back in the day, 86 years ago, 1938, a man named Chester Carlson printed the very first photocopy on his strange invention, the Xerox photocopier. IBM, RCA, and Kodak all had no interest in his new gadget because they didn't think there was a use for a machine that only made copies. So he started manufacturing the device himself and made an estimated $100 million.
Nice.
And then we used it to copy our asses.
That's right. At Christmas parties.
Yep.
Should have done that in the presentation. It would have sold like hotcakes.
58 years ago, 1966, the Beach Boys hit the charts with Good Vibrations. The single took 6 months to record. Was the most expensive song ever produced up to that time, costing $50,000. 55 years ago, 1969, Led Zeppelin 2 came out. 48 years ago, 1976, Bob Seger releases Night Moves. That would be his first studio record to make an impact outside of Michigan. So that's the song, or that's the record that basically put Bob Seger on the map.
Damn.
34 years ago today, in 1990, Pearl Jam debuts at a cafe in Seattle. Their first show was under their original band name, Mookie Blaylock. They played early versions of Release and Alive and Once and Black and Even Flow, all of which would make it onto their debut record 10. 31 years ago, 1993, Rudy was released, starring Sean Astin as Notre Dame football stud Rudy Rudiger. 22 years ago, 2002, Eminem puts out Lose Yourself off the 8 Mile soundtrack. And 12 years ago today, in 2012, Taylor Swift releases the Red album. That's the one with We're Never Ever Getting Back Together, Begin Again. That same day, Lance Armstrong stripped of all 7 Tour de France titles.
Hey, I should probably know this, but I wonder if you guys have ever wondered this as well. So Pearl Jam was Mookie Blaylock, right?
Yeah.
And I knew a band, they never did anything, but they were named after they were called Rod Laver.
Oh.
Named after the tennis player, right? Australian tennis player.
Who's that?
Rod Laver?
No, I mean, like, who was the band that did that?
A band called Rod Laver.
Oh, that's what they went with?
Right. And I'm wondering, like, they didn't do anything, but, like, if a band did do something with a name like Mookie Blaylock, would that not just be ripe for a lawsuit?
Well, think of Leonard Skinner, named
that was a
after
real
their gym
name.
teacher.
Spelled differently.
Okay, but it's gym
Spelled
teacher.
differently.
But that doesn't matter. But that doesn't matter because the gym teacher wasn't. Okay, so let's say Pearl Jam has Jeremy come out and it's like, have you heard Mookie Blaylock's new song? And then they see it on a, you have it on a flyer. Mookie Blaylock was a baseball player.
Basketball player.
Basketball player. So
and 10 was his number.
Right. So now
that's why they named Pearl Jam's 10.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. So let's say his name is on a flyer now, and somebody's making money, where I'm sure most people wouldn't be confused, thinking they're going to see a basketball player sing Jeremy. But there would be a lawsuit there, right?
Like
a
they're using
legitimate
his likeness to promote their stuff.
right, where people could be going to see my name.
False advertising.
Right. So what? How does that work when a band names themselves
I
after
don't
someone?
know, but I'm sure.
Old
maybe
gym
somebody
teacher.
Somebody said, "Hey, Mookie Blaylock, maybe it's time to change your name. You're getting a bit more popular."
Right.
I don't know.
Because that's not the only case in which somebody's named their band after
But they
somebody
could say
famous.
it's not. We're not talking about that Mookie Blaylock. I'm talking about another one.
Right, and if he doesn't have his name trademarked, like how I'm just wondering what the legalities are there. How does that work?
Ask Learn's sister. She's a lawyer.
Yeah, call her up.
Yeah, you're right.
Call her up. That's what happened back in the day. All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your crap on celebrities.
When we start with this, Britney Spears has gotten married to herself. Yes.
Oh, congratulations.
In an Instagram post, the star shared a video of herself in a wedding dress, wrote, "The day I married myself, bringing it back because it might seem embarrassing or stupid, but I think it's the most brilliant thing I've ever done." And she's in a wedding dress dancing in her living room as one does. So congrats to her.
This poor woman, where's she registered?
Bed Bath & Beyond, which is no more. Fans who attended the Las Vegas When We Were Young festival are calling out the organizers for a merch filled with typos.
I saw this.
Did
There's
you see
so
this?
many misspellings on this T-shirt.
Bands that had their names butchered on the merch included All American Rejects, Newfound Glory, Sleeping with Sirens, tons of different bands. So I think.
You know what?
What?
If anything, it makes it more of a collector's item.
That's what I immediately thought as well.
I know our buddy Luke Spencer on his Rocked account was like, hey, how many misspellings and you get a refund for the shirt? I don't know. My thought is
It's a collector's item.
it's a collector's item.
I love it.
It's more unique. Listen, every shirt is spelled correctly.
Right.
The incorrect ones
I think they did this
are
on
the ones that
purpose.
are more unique.
I think this is a marketing thing, just to make it special, just to make it a collector's
Like
item.
Starbucks barista stuff? Like that theory?
Yeah. Like your Aladdin stuff. Yeah.
I don't know, but we could go with that.
Rest in peace to Paul Di'Anno, the original singer for Iron Maiden. He was on the first 2 albums for Maiden, passed away at the age of 66. The band said this: Paul's contribution to Iron Maiden was immense, helped us set a path that we'd been traveling as a band for almost 5 decades. His pioneering presence as a frontman and vocalist, both on a stage and our first 2 albums, will be fondly remembered, not just by us, but fans around the world. Here's a little clip. I mean, I think everybody knows Bruce Dickinson's Iron Maiden.
Right, and Bruce, is the singer of the quote unquote hits.
Right, absolutely. But
Paul
Di'Anno had
Di'Anno
some
was
good ones too.
Yeah, this is a great song actually. This is called Killers. Little Iron Maiden for you. You never got into Iron Maiden, did you?
No, I wish I did.
You can see the appeal though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's like opera.
Well, it started for me when I went with my buddy Ryan. He wanted tickets. We got him tickets, and he's like, "Hey, man, we got an extra. Come see the show." It was out at Riverport, and I was like planning on staying for 2 songs. I watched the whole show. I was like, "This is freaking awesome! I love everything about this."
It's good.
You walk through the subway, his eyes burn a hole in your back. A footstep behind you, he landed prepared for attack. Scream for mercy, he laughs as he's watching you bleed. Killer behind you, his bloodlusted father, his knee.
I feel like when I was growing up, there were your Iron Maiden fans and there were your Metallica fans.
Oh, see, I feel like that was Megadeth and Metallica. I feel like Iron Maiden was the foundation for all.
Put them in the Iron Maiden.
Well, there was Iron Maiden, there was Megadeth, there was Metallica, and there was Anthrax.
Sure.
Megadeth wasn't even on the screen. Get that right off.
That's
You're
not
wrong.
true.
They were like those bands
I'm
had
saying
their
for me.
own factions.
Iron Maiden was something that like I respected, but I didn't understand.
Whose patch did you have on your jean jacket?
Metallica ripped and Anthrax had its place. Megadeth was not an option.
I love Megadeth.
Not for
Me
me.
too.
I can't stand it.
My cousin loved them, dude. He was
Megadeth?
so upset when he left Metallica. He loved both, but he really pushed Megadeth on me. My older cousin, so I have a soft spot.
I've grown to love Iron Maiden as I've gotten older because there was something so theatric about it that it kind of turned me off at first, and then as I've gotten older, I'm like, oh, I appreciate this more and more and
It's
more.
very operatic.
It is.
Especially, Bruce's voice and Paul Di'Anno's voice. But yeah, and me growing up, there were these different factions. On the back of your jean jacket, you had the, and Justice for All statue with the scale, or you had Eddie the Monster from Iron Maiden, or you had the Anthrax creature.
Yeah, when I was a kid and saw the Iron Maiden stuff, I thought it was much more deathy than it was. I didn't realize that it was much more about the theater aspect of it and the whole, Eddie character and just like all of it. I didn't understand it. Now I really wish I did because I would have been so into that.
I know, right? Like, I wish I could have been on the forefront of it, but I'm definitely like a later Iron Maiden fan.
Yeah, I feel like a phony, but I do love him.
Although no cause of death was announced, Di'Anno had been in really bad health for some time, had performed in a wheelchair after returning to stage last year. And I remember seeing last year, Bruce Dickinson and Paul Di'Anno actually did meet up on their European tour, I believe, and got to hang out. And so I feel like the band did get a little closure with Paul Di'Anno, which is good. At least that's what was promoted last year. But yeah, he is dead at the age of 66.
Oh, Anthrax didn't have the creature. They had the cool logo. Anthrax had a cool font for their...
Oh, super cool. But Iron Maiden had the greatest band name of all time, maybe. I mean, that's the greatest metal band name of
Iron
all
Maiden.
time.
Hell yeah.
It's so cool looking. It's
You're
so
thinking
cool
of Vic
sounding.
Rattlehead from Megadeth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the Iron Maiden was what, a sarcophagus with the spikes?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
From Bill and Ted?
Yeah.
Let's go to TV. Amazon is developing Stephen King's Carrie for a series, so horror buffs, you'll be excited about that. Elvira was asked during a Q&A about her shadiest celebrity encounter. When you think of who would piss off Elvira, who do you think it is?
Who would piss Elvira off?
Yeah.
Gene Simmons.
Gene Simmons.
Well, you know,
I just put the audio in the folder,
famous
too.
story is Tom Jones.
We'll say
Well, this is a more recent celebrity.
Tom Jones hospitalized her after taking her virginity.
Oh, my.
'Cause he's so huge.
Oh,
This
God.
happened recently.
Yeah, like in the last 15 years, I would say. So
Marilyn
here is
Manson?
Elvira talking about her shadiest celebrity encounter.
She came and she brought 20 guests. She wanted 21 tickets. And we give her the tickets and she comes backstage and she asked if I could take pictures with all of her friends and relatives she brought. I take a picture with every single one of them. I sign autographs for every single one of them. Then I say to her, could we take a photo together? She goes, no, I don't really do that.
So she is talking about...
And then she left before my show started. All the relatives stayed and she took off.
She's talking about Ariana Grande. Ariana Grande brought like 20 people back to an Elvira show, had her take photos with all of her family and friends, didn't stay for the show, and, you know...
And all Elvira wanted to do was get a picture with her?
And also, yeah, she wanted to get a photo with Ariana Grande.
Left.
So Ariana Grande responded to Elvira's claims, left an apology in the comments on her Instagram, and explained that her early exit from the show was actually the result of an anxiety attack. She says, I'm so disheartened to see this. I actually don't even remember getting the chance to meet you because I had an anxiety attack and to my memory left before the rest of my family. This was around 7 years ago, she
But
says.
she says that you told her straight up no.
Right.
So...
And so anyway, she says...
Get the out of here.
Ariana goes, but if I'm misremembering, I sincerely apologize for offending you so. Thank you for always being so nice. She told me how lovely you were, sending love always to my mom, and you'll always be our queen of Halloween. She does. I greatly apologize for that.
Hey,
So,
man, she's
means
impervious.
it happened.
It happened.
She's impervious to bad press anyway.
Ariana Grande?
Yeah, I
Or
mean,
donut liquor.
It's every couple months
She
with
is a
bad
donut
press, and
liquor.
somehow it's
Somehow, yeah. Somehow she escapes.
bulletproof.
You know what, though? Did you watch SNL with her a couple weeks ago? Because that was the first time I'd actually been impressed.
Oh, dude, she's immensely
She's an
talented.
actress.
Yeah.
She's so talented.
But she was so good in the opening. And I'm not dogging her. I like a couple of her songs, but I'd never really just been like, I don't get it. And I watch, I go, okay, now I understand why everybody loves her so much.
I don't understand anything.
You don't?
And what goes on at an Elvira show?
She's just hot. She's sexy.
Bats
She's
flying
got her
around.
cleavage. She's
She's got her boobs out.
got her cleavage out. What's going on there?
I mean, it's Elvira. What do you mean? She's
What
the
does
queen
she
of the
do?
night. She terrifies the living crap out of you.
But what is her show? Does she sing? She dance?
She like takes a chainsaw to a pumpkin. It's awesome.
Is that true?
Yeah. That's what she used to do whenever she used to host the creature feature or whatever it
Well,
was.
I know she would like host like if a channel was doing a Halloween marathon of scary movies, Elvira would be the host always. But what did she? What else did she do?
Looks like she's into BMX stunts.
Cool. With the wig.
That's pretty cool. Big high.
Just a double backflip now.
I know she's a comedian, and that's a character she created.
Yes. Christina Peterson is her name, right?
Yeah.
Cassandra Peterson.
Cassandra Peterson.
Cassandra.
Well, in other hot lady news, Martha Stewart won't be signing up for Golden Bachelor anytime soon. On Sunday, the 83-year-old appeared on Watch What Happens Live with our beloved friend, Andy Cohen, and Snoop Dogg. She told Andy that she would not be joining the dating show, and here's what that sounded like.
Okay, this is Martha Stewart with St. Louis' own Andy Cohen.
Would you go on the Golden Bachelor?
Absolutely not.
For what? For what? I don't know. $1 million an episode? Another zero. No.
No.
10 million?
The guys aren't hot enough.
Okay, the guys are not.
It ain't about money. It's about how hot the guys are.
Look up Andy Cohen dancing to Grateful Dead.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen that video?
Mm-hmm. That was last year, wasn't it?
I don't know. I saw it yesterday. I didn't realize he was such a deadhead. But he's in like.
Yeah, he was there with the Rainbow whenever the Rainbow came out at the Grateful Dead show.
He was
earlier this
dancing
year.
like nobody was watching.
I know.
Scrubbed it from the internet.
I saw it yesterday.
They scrubbed it last night.
Last night.
They did have.
I put in Andy Cohen dances to Grateful Dead, and I got nothing.
Did he have the moves?
I mean, I got a lot.
Oh, he had the moves. Yeah, he was again dancing like nobody was watching. To be that free,
I love it.
it was amazing.
To be that free. This is at a live show?
Yeah. Huh. Anyway,
I'll find
Jenna
it.
Fisher says one of the first people she called when she found out that she was diagnosed
Santos'
with
own.
breast cancer was Christina Applegate, who also had it. She said, I called her, she answered the phone, and she said, which one is it? And I said, it's breast cancer. And she said, I effing knew it. The two related to each other's experiences because Christina Applegate was diagnosed with breast cancer back in 2008. And she had somebody to commiserate with that diagnosis. And so I just love Christina Applegate so much. I actually got an email yesterday from my doctor. So I turned 40 in March. And my doctor's like, hey, it's time to get your mammogram scheduled. And I'm excited and terrified at the same time about that because I feel like this is such a thing that like all rite of passage women need to go through. I'm excited to get it done because I've never had a mammogram before, but I also do have like breast cancer on my dad's side of the family with like my cousins and my grandmother had it. And so I just want to kind of bring some awareness to our ladies in the audience because I get a lot of women that have
bring a camera crew.
That's what I want to do. I do want to go in. Obviously, I'm not going to show everybody my tatas, but I do want to maybe have my face because I feel like people are worried about when they smush your breast, how bad that hurts or how uncomfortable it is, and
all
I
the
don't know.
honking.
All the honking that happens.
It's one long honk, isn't it?
So anyway, if you're also
like-
scheduled for a mammogram, I feel you.
Like when I got my vasectomy done.
Yeah.
You know, I did a broadcast from the room
Right.
as the procedure was
That's
being
great.
done. Landmark broadcast. You could, have your mammogram
Live on the air.
live on the air.
I think that's great. I
It's
think I'm going to do it. It is important. And it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month for like 9 more days. Moving into movie news, Angelina Jolie is dating a new guy. Now, she's 49. Her new boyfriend is 40. He's a British rapper named Akala, and he's very handsome. And they were at a London hotel. So check him out if you are interested in who
They were
Angelina
in a hotel together,
Jolie's
huh?
dating.
You know what that means.
I know.
Uh-huh.
And finally, if you are trying to nail down what you should be watching this Halloween season, the New York Post has matched each of our zodiac signs with the most appropriate flick. So, for instance, I'm an Aries. So, Aries, Suspiria from 1977 is what you should be watching. Aries is all about fire because we're a fire sign. The 2018 remake features a, quote, ecstatic dance and bald carnality, which hallmarks the Aries spirit.
What?
Scott, you're a Taurus. You should be watching Midsummer.
Okay.
Okay.
Have you seen that?
I've seen bits and pieces.
So
You only saw bits and pieces of that movie?
it's pretty
Yeah,
nuts.
it's like, I don't know. I know it's good, but not my.
I don't know if I should watch that.
You should.
It's heavy, boy.
It is
I know
heavy.
you say it's heavy, and every time I
it's
plan on
just
watching it,
gross
I go,
out.
do I need this in my life?
Well, you're probably saying that because you're a Leo, and the movie you should watch is It.
Haven't seen it.
Well, you need to see it because, Leos are all about play and romance and your inner
That's
child. And they also love the stage. And so there's some Pennywise the Clown in there. Leos are also defenders of others, like their kids, who band together to defeat that evil clown. So you probably enjoy
Yes,
that.
right up my alley.
Moon, you are a Pisces, and A Nightmare on Elm Street is what you should be watching. Pisces rule the 12th house of dreams and the unconscious mind, and they make this match a no-brainer. And finally, our Libra fam in the room, Rafe Dean, you
Yes.
should be watching Get Out because Libra seeks to call out injustice and balance the scales, so to speak, which is exactly what Get Out aims to do.
Is that considered a horror movie?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that movie's great.
Yeah, I've seen it.
You weren't scared?
No, so it was more like a psychological. I guess I could.
Yeah, mystery thriller kind
I
of.
thought of it as a horror movie.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
There's some things that fall into the horror category that I would not put there.
What was that last Jordan Peele movie?
This
Us?
Us, and then
The
there
one
was
where they got
after.
sucked up into the
Nope.
alien. Nope. Oh man,
Didn't see that one. Need to.
I'm telling
need
you
to see that
that's
one.
got one of the most disturbing.
That's an
scenes
incredible
in
movie.
any movie I've ever seen in my life.
Okay. Add it.
But again, horror or thriller mystery?
That one part of that movie is 1,000% horror.
For sure, but at the same time, it doesn't hit you like you would think a horror movie would.
But there's a lot of blood.
Yes, yeah, like two
It's
scenes.
got horror elements.
Yeah, I guess if you have to classify it, you put it in horror, but you're just not thinking
The
that.
whole monkey thing.
The monkey thing was pretty graphic.
Rafe, you see Nope?
Oh, yeah, dude.
That movie is awesome.
Well, just the other signs real fast. Geminis, you need to see Scream, Cancer, Bram Stoker's Dracula.
I've never seen that.
It's good.
That's Gary Oldman, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Dude, he
Winona
is-
Ryder.
With the buns on the side of his head.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I
looking
look
like
in the
Kevin
morning.
Nealon in Little Nicky or whatever. Boob
Yeah,
head.
the boobs.
Dude, Gary Oldman, by the way, in the Slow Horses show is phenomenal.
He's a great actor, quite underrated.
God, dude, he's so good.
Virgos,
He's so good.
you should see The Shining, Scorpios, Halloween, Sagittarius, The Devil's Rejects, Capricorns, The Witch, and Aquarius 28 days later. And that is your crap on celebrities.
Celebrity celebrating a birthday today. 21 Savage is 32. Jonathan Lipnicki is 34. That's Little Ray on Jerry Maguire.
And now he's a bodybuilder or something like that?
I don't know. I haven't kept up with my Lipnicki news.
Well, I got the Lipnicki quarterly.
Oh, okay.
And he's working out a lot.
All right. Corey Hawkins is 36. That's Dr. Dre and Straight Outta Compton. Zach Hansen, the youngest Hansen, is 39. Michael Fishman, Roseanne's son DJ on The Connors, is 43. Jesse Tyler Ferguson, Mitchell on Modern Family is 49. Shaggy is 56. Carlos Mencia is 57. Brian Boitano, the Olympic figure skater, he is 61. Bob Odenkirk, Saul on Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, or this says Better Off Saul, but it's Better Call Saul.
Yes.
He is 62. Jeff Goldblum is 72. And Christopher freaking Lloyd, dude. Doc Brown and Back to the Future. He's also from Taxi, Addams Family. Maybe you know him from Star Trek 3. Maybe you know him from, what is it, Angels in the Outfield? He's 86 years old today.
86,
86.
damn.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, I was explaining my metal understanding of those bands when I was 10 years old. People were really upset with me that I hate Megadeth, but I'm sorry.
How dare
Whatever,
you?
dude.
How
Music,
dare
you?
music is subjective.
That was my understanding when I was
Chill out.
10, that Megadeth sucked.
All right, today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Tia Sweets. Now, today's birthday girl has been in 206 fine films, including, now I'm just telling you right now, I'm just reading a list of movies that Tia was in.
Okay.
Okay? She was in America's Got Ass.
Uh-huh.
Ass for Days 5. Ass Like Whoa. Big Bubble Butt Latin Sluts 2. Bubble Butt Bonanza 6. From the Hood to the Hills. No Boys in the Hood. What's Crackin' 2. And Who Can Forget a Role in 2007's The Adventures of Diablo the Crippled Midget.
Whoa.
I know, Diablo.
That's not the preferred
I know.
nomenclature.
Tia Sweets
There's a couple
is...
things wrong with that whole sentence.
Tia Sweets is 44 years old. That's your porno birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays. And that was your crap on celebrities. You know, learn you're talking about going to the doctor to get, your first mammogram.
Yeah.
In a couple months. This is a dilemma a woman's having. And, of course, she's gone to the internet to ask a question. She says, my boyfriend's doctor is retiring, so he's going to get a new one. I expressed that I would like him to have a male doctor since I don't want another woman looking and touching his ding-a-ling. I understand it's her professional job, but it still makes me uncomfortable. His response was, I get who I get.
Yeah.
Am I asking too much or overreacting?
Yes.
Yes to what?
You're overreacting. Your
Overreacting?
insecurity is showing. It's a doctor, not a prostitute.
What if it's a hot doctor?
Well, that's cool. Well, then he'll probably want to change anyway, because God forbid the doctor's hot and holding your balls and making you cough, the whole thing.
Yeah, it's a whole thing that I think a lot of people aren't going to complain about.
Really? Tim, one time, I don't think he'll care that I'm sharing this. One time.
Please explain.
He got a new doctor, and it's a female, and they had like a student, a female, like a young, 20-something-year-old student in the room, and they had to like inspect him and do all the things, and I guess I always make fun of him because he said like he had his underwear on, and they like just opened the back of his underwear just to like look at his crack, essentially. Like, what does that mean?
Look at his butt crack?
Yeah.
See how he's wiping?
I'm
What?
like,
That's
okay.
the thing.
And it was like, he came home and he was like laughing about it. And, he's not uncomfortable, but he just was like, had two women like, boop, like taking a look at his crack.
Huh.
Like, what's that about?
Yeah, we need to spackle this up.
So funny. I thought that was going somewhere way different.
It's I've had a female doctor.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, and there's nothing
I know.
at all sexy about what's going on,
dude.
when these procedures are being done.
I had when I was on like Medicaid, because I went to Alton and I had like a sassy black woman. It was my doctor, and she was over it. And I just went in for she's like, what do you want? And I was like, full body. So she like does all the things. It was like my first. And I was like, hey, I'm like, I should probably get checked. I haven't had like STI check. And, she goes, you want me to look at your penis? She just straight up. I go, when you say it like that, it makes it seem like I scheduled this appointment just for this.
Yeah.
And she goes, hold on. Calls another person in, because I guess because of the male-female thing. She's like, got to have another person in. So then another nurse comes in who's got a shadow. So now I got 3 people in the room. And she's like, take your pants off, Mr. Williams. It's like, it was so humiliating. I go, okay.
You asked for it.
And she's like, and I was just like, lay there. And she goes, don't just lay there. Pull it to the side. She's like, made me, it was just humiliating,
You inspected yourself?
I just thought I was like, I'll just lay here and like look at the ceiling and try to disassociate with what's going on. And she's like, no, you're involved in this. And then by the end, I was like, there was like 4 people in the room for some reason. And I was like, that is not how I saw that going.
I had 2 male gynecologists. My first gynecologist I ever got, I think it was like 18 male. And I had the doctor who was my mom's gynecologist, who delivered my sister, was also my gynecologist. I'm like, you've seen this entire family's privates, like, except for Jerry's, And then I decided to get a woman gynecologist, like, in the last 10 years. And that's been fine. And, like, to me, there's no problem. They're doctors.
Yeah, and to this woman who is insecure about this, I'm telling you, and I'm sure the guys in this room will say it as well, there's nothing sexy. It's not a turn on. It's the farthest from a sexual experience that you could have.
Yeah, that was for sure. I felt like
out of there.
I felt like I was getting punked. I was like, we're playing a game of how many people we can get in this room to look at my ween.
Oh, dude. Right. Well, I had a cystoscopy. You know what that is? Like a giant hose up and then they fill your kidneys with water and take pictures. It's a excruciating process for fellers. And the guy comes in, and he's getting ready to go, and he's like, he shows me like the hose. It's like this big. It's got a camera this thick on the end of it, and then they have to do an injection of like this jelly in that, to numb it, which, by the way, yeah, right.
Oh, no.
It's the worst. And right after he came in, the door didn't close. And I was like, no, I wonder why the door's open. Oh, it's open because there's 7 people coming in. An entire semicircle of people was watching. And it was all women. And, dude, after all the pain, and I'm sitting here screaming, this is the worst thing. They rip it out like they're, ripping out a
catheter?
Yeah. Basically. And they ripped it out, and I screamed and sat up in like total humiliation and everything. And one of the gals that was watching was frozen. They all left the room, and she couldn't move. We made eye contact, and she's just looking at me like she felt so bad for me. I'm just going,
So you know what it feels like for them to put the tube up there, right?
Yeah.
So, and that's horrible pain. Imagine how it felt for me when my bladder wasn't working, when I had that bad reaction to anesthesia.
Oh, yeah.
And I couldn't pee for a day. My bladder was so huge it stopped working. And then when they had to put me in a hallway at St. Luke's, they couldn't even put me in a room. I was in such pain.
It's awful.
And 2 women had to hold me down and shove the tube up there. The relief that it was, 0 pain.
Oh.
It hurt so bad from my bladder being so big and full that the actual shoving a tube up my dingling hole and threading it up to my bladder didn't hurt at all.
That's good.
I went like this.
Good for you, man.
In the hallway.
Yeah.
So that was the noise
hallway at St. Luke's.
That's awful, man.
Yeah, dude.
I went,
That's what I'm saying. Ain't nothing sexual about that.
No.
I was waiting for I just expected, by the time the fourth person got in the room with the doctor with me, I was just like, I expected like a bunch, like Mood said, I just expected like an entire team of students to be there with clipboards.
Yeah.
And then they're doing expose on the Fox 2. They're in the room, and then for some reason the fire department got called. I'm like, let's just get everybody in here. Let's get the whole town of Alton in here to see what's going on.
It's like something
with my
about
junk
Mary.
right now.
And as they're leaving, they go, hey, man, love the show.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Love the show. Listen, we got to take a break. We'll come back and we'll give away some stuff. We've got tickets for the Cold War Kids, November 11th at the pageant. We got tickets to go see Nathaniel Rateliff and the Night Sweats next Wednesday over at Chaffetz. Tickets to go see Disturbed with 3 Days Grace and Seven Dust March 2nd over at Enterprise. We got tickets for Halloween this coming Saturday over at the pageant. After the break, we're playing Matchup with Moon. That's right. Matchup with Moon, simple. King Scott's going to come in, ask Moon and I 5 questions each. Whoever answers the most questions right, our respective teammates on the phone will win their choice of prizes. 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. Matchup with Moon is next. So with Halloween next week, parents talk to your kids about this. Do-it-yourself vampire fangs. Not a great idea.
Oh, the ones where you glue it?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's, and maybe you guys know better than I do, it's like a TikTok trend to give yourself vampire fangs, like glue them onto your teeth.
Yeah.
But people are using glue and it won't come off. I guess people are using, I get stuff you would use on your fingernails, like to put like nails on, like press-on nails.
Okay.
Like that kind of glue.
That acrylic glue?
Acrylic glue. And they're putting them on their teeth. And they're going to the dentist like, oh my God, I can't get the fangs off. And they're freaking out.
Sure.
And the dentist's like, hey, idiots.
Stop it.
Stop it.
Stop this.
You know, one would assume that your saliva and whatever is going to break that kind of stuff down, and you're just going to get chemicals in your system,
Right.
right?
Right.
That has to taste terrible.
Yeah, if you're using that kind of glue, don't do it. Talk to your kids.
Well, and also if you go to like a Johnny Brock's, there's specific glue that is for this. It's like dental glue. You know, or like a dentures.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's what they say. Use like the denture stuff.
Right.
If you're going to do it.
Just make sure you're just buying from a reputable source.
Or get the plastic vampire teeth that have like the really cheap ones.
Oh yeah.
They glow
They
in
got
the
a
dark.
gumball machine.
That you get in the gumball machine.
That's fun.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Like the real cheap
The little
plastic
spring?
ones.
No.
Yeah. That
Things
works.
are hot. I hate to say it. I don't want to like date the lizard guy or anything, but I've been watching some TikTok videos. Probably these people that are putting the acrylic glue in their mouth, and they look kind of cool afterwards. And I'm like,
They
oh,
do
man.
look cool. Not gonna lie.
You have good
into
ones
that.
that are like a mouth mold, that they just have the fangs. It's almost like a mouthpiece, and it's just clear everywhere else. And
but those like expensive, aren't they? They gotta like be fit to your teeth.
Not as expensive as glue poisoning.
Yeah. Kids are stupid. Talk to your teenagers, please.
I bet you there are more adults doing this than teenagers.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But talk to them anyway. Just check in.
Talk to your kids.
Hey, checking in. What's happening?
Get out of my room, Dad.
I heard. This is what I'm hearing. All the parents talking about what's hip now with the kids. You know, vampire fangs and the nitrous oxide gas. What do they call it? Galaxy gas. You on the galaxy gas, son?
Yeah. You smoking? That's down. You can talk about if their kids are smoking. Everything has to do with oral topics. Smoking, the
smoking
galaxy
grass?
gas.
Listen, I'm a cool dad. You think I didn't play around with Gorilla Glue when I was a kid? Come on.
Look at this toenail.
See that scar? Glued that back together. Super glue. Look, come to me, son. You're having...
It's funny you bring up like Band-Aid glue. I was at Target the other day looking for Band-Aid glue. Remember that?
Yeah.
Like the Band-Aid brand.
Works good.
Yeah.
It's liquid glue.
Oh yeah.
Liquid
That works.
bandage.
Nobody ever
Liquid
uses
bandage.
it anymore.
we
I
use
do
that.
because I use super glue because it's
So do
usually
I.
what's the closest. I'm like, well, crud. I'll put that on there.
What
and it
about a
works.
Band-Aid?
Well, sometimes
No
you don't want to
way.
have
This
like a
works
hand
better.
scratch. Give me
I
that.
know it's toxic.
Liquid Band-Aid?
Uh-huh.
Does it work?
Liquid
Put a
Band-Aid.
Band-Aid on a hemorrhoid.
That stuff
dude.
is great.
You glue it back inside yourself.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Come on, man.
I'm just a dummy. An ignorant dummy.
I sure hope so.
Yeah. All right. People love this game. It's the game where King Scott asks us questions, and whoever gets more questions right, myself or Moon, our respective teammates on the phone, will win their choice of prizes. Ludo tickets for their show on Saturday over at the pageant. We got tickets to go see Cold War Kids November 11th over at the pageant. We got tickets to go see St. Louis's own, or actually Herman's own, Nathaniel Rateliff and the Night Sweats next Wednesday over at Chaffetz. And we got tickets to go see Disturbed with special guests, 3 Days Grace, and Seven Dust March 2nd over at Enterprise. All right, let's see what's going on with the phones here. Aura, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, is it going to be Team Moon or Team Riz?
I got to go with you today. I'm feeling it.
All right, me too. Thanks. Hang on. All right, that's Aura, Team Riz, and Mark, Team Moon or Team Riz?
Hi. We're going to go with Team Moon today.
All right, Team
I got you, bro.
All right, man. Hopefully I got you too.
All right, hang on. Okay, so I'm going to answer the questions first in this round number one.
Okay.
Moon's going to put himself into audio isolation.
Oakley dokley.
All the pressure's on King Scott, really.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, a lot of scrutiny for the person asking the questions.
Yeah. Well, I finally have questions that can never be challenged. So
Great.
What do you mean?
I'm just, seems like we always have a question somewhere in one of our games that is
Oh, yeah,
debatable.
so- yeah, that's right.
So this is the first time it'll never happen, I'm sure.
This is it. Yeah, this is the one and only time.
Yeah.
There'll never be any questions about one of the questions. Okay. Well, Moon's in isolation, ready to go, and here we go. Round number one, matchup with Moon.
Riz.
Yeah.
What is the study of fossils called?
The study of fossils. The fossils. Paleontology.
Which is the only sport to have been played on the moon?
Golf.
In Toy Story, what is the name of Woody's loyal horse companion?
Trigger. I think. Okay, go with that.
Okay. What is the key ingredient in the popular Korean dish kimchi?
Cabbage.
Which is the shallowest ocean in the world?
Shallowest ocean in the world. I'm going to go with the Atlantic.
And the tiebreaker. Why are you making me laugh? The tiebreaker.
No idea. It's a crapshoot.
How many miles is there from the Earth to the moon?
How many miles from the Earth to the moon? That's a great question, Scott.
Thank you.
I can either sound really smart here or really dumb. So I'm.
You can never sound dumb.
How many miles to the moon? 27,000. Okay. Okay.
I actually found that answer out yesterday.
What, Ray?
Nothing, man.
Wavelength.
Okay. All right.
Let's play.
All right. I hate when you do that, by the way.
Something funny about that to me.
What?
Good.
Yeah. Ready to go.
Oh, good, brother.
I put myself in isolation here.
How'd you do?
Good luck. Hey, you know what? I don't know. To be honest with you. Feeling kind of confident on certain questions and not confident on others.
Oh, boy.
It's weird how that
Okay, I'm
works.
stretching out.
Let me get myself in isolation here. Put on some tunes.
Clear the head.
And here we go.
Woosah.
Moon.
King Scott.
What is the study of fossils called?
I guess archaeology? Yeah, that's my answer.
Which is the only sport to have been played on the moon?
Oh, golf.
In Toy Story, what is the name of Woody's loyal horse companion?
It's, I thought it was the other gal's horse. Bullseye.
What is the key ingredient in the popular Korean dish kimchi?
Cabbage.
Which is the shallowest ocean in the world? Blah, 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 blah.
The shallowest ocean is the Arctic.
How many miles is there from the Earth to the moon?
Oh, man. How many miles to the moon? I know that there's always those facts like you throw away the same amount of diapers it would take to get from here to the moon and back. So it can't be that far. Shoot. 17,000? No, it's got to be more than that, right? Okay, 3,000 across here. Show me 23,000? Yeah, 23,000. This seems right. No, it's got to be farther. Yeah, I'll keep it there. But man, is it like 1 million? The sun is like 9 million, right? Whatever. It's got to be close. I'm good. Riz!
Oh. Okay. Got
All
lost
right.
in the Red Hot Chili Peppers there for a second.
What song?
Give it away.
Okay.
Yeah, give it away. Tell us.
I hope you do.
How'd you do, pal?
I think I did well. I'm so hung up on the moon thing right now.
Yeah, me too.
I'm so hung up on
You
it.
guys, man.
Really?
Mind-boggling answers.
Yeah.
Really?
Mhm.
Oh,
Both
he's
of
I
you.
think so. Yeah.
Do you know for a fact?
But it's
About,
so.
I don't know for a fact, but I know that
They're always talking about how
I feel
it's.
like I can speak freely now, right?
Yeah.
I guess so.
If we get there to the tiebreaker, both of you chose a distance that is less than the circumference of the Earth. That you think the moon is that close is wild to me.
I didn't think it. I didn't get
No,
to
I think they're. I saw a thing yesterday. Can I just say this? Where there's an island in the middle of an ocean that is the most remote place
Yes.
on Earth. And the closest thing to that island is the International Space Station. And it's 260 miles away.
What?
So if the
Is
I
that
understand that the
Pitcairns?
International Space Station is closer to the Earth than the moon, but I mean that seems like a short distance.
All right. Well, let's.
Yeah,
let's-
if we can get there in a matter of a couple days.
Hey, let's see what's going on here with King Scott.
Maybe
and
I'm
the
wildly
answers, and we'll see who's dumb.
I just double-checked.
Hey, first of all,
We'll see
nobody's
who's
dumb
not.
here. Unless you went over 5.
Good luck, Scott.
All right, here we go. I'm playing for Ara. Moon is playing for.
He must feel
Mark.
confident if he's throwing around the word
Me?
dumb.
No,
Yeah. Oh, crud.
I'm first to
Now I'm
admit-
nervous. I felt
I'm first to
fine.
admit if I'm a dummy.
I felt fine.
Here we go.
Here we go.
What is the study of fossils called?
Riz said paleontology. Moon said archaeology.
And it's paleontology.
Man, dang it. I couldn't think of the word, and I just went with the only one I had.
I was thinking geology at first, and then you said
You would
paleontology.
study of the
yeah.
arch.
That's rock.
Yeah. Or that's
what that is.
archaeology.
Paleontology.
Archaeology,
God.
dude.
What a
Archaeology.
giveaway. I'm an idiot.
What is the only sport to have been played on the moon?
You both said golf.
And you're both correct.
Dang it. I lost it on paleontology. I'm so embarrassed. Sorry, Jim. Mike.
It's Mark.
It's
You
10.
didn't even know his
Todd.
name.
I'm sorry, Mark. Well, I've already
I
failed.
don't know.
him.
I could have biffed one of the other answers.
Hey, you guys could.
Yeah,
Hey, both of you
got
have
a
a lot
long
of
ways
different
to go.
answers.
I think we're all
okay?
getting the
We're
same
going to get to
ones.
this tiebreaker, and I'm looking forward to it.
Me too.
Oh, this is going to be awesome. In Toy Story, what is the name of Woody's loyal horse companion?
Riz said trigger, and Moon said bullseye.
And the correct answer is
Bullseye. You're right.
All right, tied up.
You're right.
2-2.
Bullseye. Who was Trigger? Whose horse was Trigger?
That was,
Rogers.
Yeah.
Roy Rogers. Damn it.
And Willie Nelson's
They came out the same year, I think, though.
Damn it.
Yeah, about the same time. Both current.
2-2.
What is the key ingredient in the popular Korean dish kimchi?
You both said cabbage.
Oh,
And
yes.
you're both correct.
3-3.
This is question, what number?
5.
This is
Now we're at
question
5.
5.
Ooh,
What was 5?
Oh, boy.
What was 5?
This one is wild.
You both have different answers.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm going to get to the tiebreaker.
What was the question?
Oh, this is going to be
the
good.
shallowest ocean.
Yep.
Oh, I
What
think
is
I got
the
this.
shallowest ocean in the world?
Riz said the Atlantic. Moon said the Arctic.
That's way too
Could
much.
both be
Arctic.
Oh, wrong.
Oh, the
We
Arctic.
will get to the
Oh,
tiebreaker.
man.
The
This is
Arctic.
wild. And the correct answer is the Arctic.
Moon.
Yeah!
All
I didn't
right.
even need
Sorry,
paleontology. You're welcome, Mark.
Let's go to that tiebreaker because I'm
Let's
interested.
do it. How many miles is there from the Earth to the Moon?
Riz said 27,000. Moon
Whoa.
said 23,000.
We were close.
Yeah, very, very close with each other.
Very close to each other.
But
we were close to each other.
You're very close to each other.
Yeah.
Okay, but the way that you guys are reacting to our
You said 27?
I said 27.
I thought there was a 7 in it, so I said 17, but oh, no.
I think, and I could be, and I'm willing to put this
Rafe
out
Williams?
there without looking. I think you're going to be hundreds of thousands of miles off.
No.
Oh,
no,
really?
No, there's planets within a couple 100,000, right?
Is there? I don't know.
I don't know, man. 260 from the
dang it.
International Space Station
I
to
don't
the
know.
island.
I don't know how far it is from
Isn't
here to my
Venus
house.
a couple 100,000?
Let's find out.
We'll find out.
Like, moon big, moon close.
Moon right there.
Oh, I'm
Get
excited.
moon. I see moon.
Well,
I could be wrong. Maybe I'm an idiot. I'm going to look like an idiot. I don't
Well, I mean, okay, so the U.S. is what, 3,000 across? And the U.S. is freaking huge.
The circumference of the Earth is like 27. It's close to like, I don't know what it is, but it's like 25,000-ish miles.
Yeah, but the Earth is enormous compared to the
Oh my gosh,
moon.
can we just find out?
Wait, I'm just saying,
right now.
take the country and try to do this. And
That doesn't work.
yeah, that's about
What?
50
Sure it does.
arms.
No, it doesn't work like
Sure.
that.
You can't do arms.
Flatten it out.
Map of the U.S. to the moon.
You gotta tell me
Arms
measure
out,
it.
figure it out.
Flatten it out and go.
Galileo.
Makes sense.
That's
I
how
It
wouldn't
makes
draw
sense
that.
what you're doing. No.
That's what I tried to do.
All right. The
Drummer's arms are going to fall off.
Yeah.
The correct answer is 239,000
Oh, okay.
miles.
Wow, idiots.
Yeah.
We're all idiots.
You're right. Sorry.
I would have won that.
So a lot of USs.
A few U.S.'s. Yeah.
Technically, I would have won that.
Yeah.
I technically you
It's a
still
few
lost.
Floridas away.
Good job, Moon.
A few Floridas.
That was good.
Crap.
Congrats to Mark.
Well, congrats, Mark. Sorry.
Good
all right.
job, guys.
Wow. Why did I think? Yeah. Okay.
We didn't think.
Well, we tried.
Hey,
to
I'm
think.
impressed with you
And
all,
that's what.
Hey, geography is not our strong suit
No, it
in
is
this
not.
show.
Hey, you got
Geography.
history.
Hey,
That
on
counts.
this planet, I do okay.
That's astronomical geography is what that is.
Yeah, on
Math,
this,
man.
Yep.
on this
That's
celestial
far.
body, I'm doing all right with geography. Come on,
All right, well, good. Congrats,
give me
Moon,
some
on the
geography
first.
questions.
On the first round win.
Yeah, baby.
Brandon, Hillsborough, hello.
Oh, good morning.
All right. Team Riz, Team Moon.
I'm going to go with Team Riz.
All right, buddy.
That's not a bad choice. I
luck.
think I used it all up right there.
Donovan, Team Riz, Team
Hello,
Moon.
good morning.
Good morning.
Team Moon, please.
Team Moon.
Oh, that's not,
Okay. I'm going to put myself back in isolation. We'll get this going again.
that's not what I would have done.
Isolation.
Isolation. Okay. Earbuds are in.
Oh man,
New music. Stand by.
All right.
these used to be like fourth grade questions, and we're definitely into the eighth grade now.
Yeah, we moved up. Especially with these tough ones I'm going to ask.
Great, cool.
The
King
Rockettes.
Scott.
Yes, sir. The Rockettes dance troupe most famously performed at what New York City venue?
Oh, cool. Yeah, let's ask a New York question.
I didn't think about
It is
that.
pandering.
Oh, you didn't think about that?
Oh.
That's
It's
interesting.
a big town.
The guy
There's
wearing
a lot
a
of question
Yankees hat.
answers there.
Man, I don't
But
know.
you should know this.
Why would I
You've
know
probably
this?
played at this place.
Wrong.
What's the
What?
question?
The Rockettes dance troupe most famously performed at what New York City venue?
Oh, yeah.
I believe that you've been there.
He has.
He has. Let it be known.
He has. Well, are you throwing me now?
I'm
You don't know anything about
No, dude, you
my New York
for real
theater
have
experiences.
You've been to this place.
What are you crazy?
come
I can't
back,
even
or-
think of any of them. Yeah, I'll come back to that.
Okay. What breed of cat doesn't have fur?
The hairless.
Good answer.
Show me the hair.
No. Show me Sphinx. I think you got
On
it.
average, which grows faster, fingernails or toenails?
Oh man, it's a really good question.
Thank you.
Sunlight.
It's also a really dumb question, right? Because who thinks about this kind of crap?
This is important stuff.
Should they not grow at the same length?
No, they're not.
At the same speed? I mean,
I just found out in real time that they don't.
yeah, me too, dude.
I had no idea.
Oh gosh. Okay, repeat the question, please.
On average, which grows faster, fingernails or toenails?
Ah, man, show me fingernails.
Which author penned the apocalyptic novel The Stand?
Oh man, The Stand. Is that Stephen King? Is that Michael Crichton? Those are the only two I can think of from that era. Man. Crichton was Jurassic Park. shoot. It's the guy that did like the Pelican Brief and all the same freaking books in the courtroom. This is gonna kill me. I don't think it's King, so maybe it is. I'll just say Crichton. Just throw it out there.
Who was the youngest U.S. president?
JFK. Was it JFK or did Obama go younger? I'll say JFK.
And we need to go back to one. The Rockettes dance troupe most famously performed at what New York City venue?
I cannot think of any others than the Apollo, so I guess I'm just going Apollo, to which I've never been.
Now the tiebreaker. I can't do the tiebreaker. I got to come up with a different one real
can't
quick.
do the tiebreaker because the answer is in
Okay, how about this? What venue? The venue the Rockets played at. What year did it open?
Thinking of.
Oh, what year did it open?
Yeah.
Oh man, let's say 1911.
Alrighty.
So bummed.
Right? Okay. How'd you do?
Oh, terribly.
Oh, no.
Terribly. Just so hung up on one or two. I can't.
This is definitely leaning to Riz because there's a certain question
Oh,
that is
no.
just for you.
Yeah, it's cool. It's yours to lose.
When you say that,
It's upsetting.
when you say that,
Why is that upsetting?
I don't know.
It's yours to lose, dummy.
It's like a gimme.
Whoa.
It's a gimme. It's a gimme.
call me a dummy.
What's a gimme? I'm curious what the gimme
Well, I
is.
guess we'll
find out.
find out together. I don't know. I was listening to Tom Petty right there. I got like
Which song?
It's Good to Be King.
Oh, it's a great song.
Isn't it a beautiful number?
I got sad.
I know, man.
Like I
His birthday was this
actually got
past
sad
weekend. I know. It sucks.
with the earbuds in, and it was just me and Tom.
He should have been alive for a lot longer.
Yes.
He should have been alive for this competition.
Absolutely.
What would he think?
We'd have been appalled.
The moon's close, man.
All right, Scott, here we go.
Riz, the Rockettes dance troupe most famously performed at what New York City venue?
Radio City Music Hall.
What breed of cat doesn't have fur?
Oh, God.
This is a gimme. No.
Is it? No. It's not a gimme. Siamese cat. I don't know.
On
My buddy's got one of those hairless cats. Really weird looking.
Yeah.
Kind of gross, to be honest.
Kind of like a ball sack
Looks
with
like
legs.
it looks like a ball sack.
They're sweet. On average, which grows faster, fingernails or toenails?
Fingernails.
Which author penned the apocalyptic novel The Stand?
Stephen King. Old Stevie King.
Who was the youngest U.S. president?
The youngest U.S. president was John F. Kennedy.
And for the tiebreaker.
Shake your head, Rafe. I don't know.
Joe Biden.
Definitely not.
What year did the venue where the Rockettes performed in New York City at open?
1911. Or another dumb answer. Okay. Moon?
What are the odds of that? You really biffed it on this one, dude. On the tiebreaker.
How you feel?
Two stupid answers.
Well,
I just saw you had written down.
How you feel?
I don't feel bad. I'll be honest with you.
You gonna be honest with me?
Yeah.
That's it.
Even though you called me a dummy.
That's all right. I'm just trying to get in your head because I
You
lost
did
it.
it.
Let's hope it
Oh,
doesn't
I
come
did?
to it.
This is my perfect round, right?
I apologize for
Here
trying to
come
get
the
in your head.
Oh, God. Here we go. Here we go.
here we go.
Get the answers.
The Rockettes dance troupe most famously performed at what New York City venue?
Riz said Radio City Music Hall, and Moon said the Apollo.
And the correct answer is Radio City Music Hall.
Had you never played there with your bands?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like you would
I
have.
thought that was like a big. I was thinking historic.
Yeah, that's like the
Yeah.
CBS building. I thought you'd been there.
I feel like you go to TRL and then you go play at
Yeah,
Radio
you go-
City
and
Music
then they
Hall.
dance
City
for
is,
you.
Where is it?
It's not in Times Square. It's
No.
in the. It's in the
It's in Rockefeller.
Oh.
You know exactly where it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's where a ton of
I used
bands
to
would
work
play
across
on
the
the
street from
roof,
there.
right?
You kidding?
Radio City.
Mm-hmm. In
No,
Pearl
you
Jam
play
or-
on the marquee.
Marquee.
They played on the marquee. The Foo
cool.
Fighters did.
Oh.
Was that the gimme?
Silverchair was up.
Yeah, I thought
on
that
the
was a
marquee as
gimme
well.
for you because you
No, when I
grew
worked
up
for
there.
Sirius Satellite, it was right across the street. Anyway,
Oh, okay.
Were there always dancing in it at the
no. Next.
What breed of cat doesn't have fur?
Riz said Siamese, Moon said Sphinx.
And the correct answer is Sphinx.
1-1.
Damn it. Should have said ball sack cat.
You would have taken it.
He had it written down as ballsack cat.
I would have taken that.
Well, he said hairless, and you said it, but you didn't give it as your answer. And I was like, technically,
Yeah, technically.
there would have been an argument for that.
Oh, if I would have said hairless?
Yeah.
But you both
It's a
gave the
Sphinx.
scientific name.
Okay, well,
It's a Sphinx.
it's fine.
All right. So we're tied. On average, which grows faster, fingernails or toenails?
You both said fingernails.
And you're both correct.
2-2.
Okay. This is question 4.
You know why?
Yeah.
Did you look up why when you looked that up? Okay.
Do you know why?
I'm wondering if
Oh, I have no clue. I didn't know it was.
probably-
I didn't know there was
I'm
a
wondering
difference.
if
More
it's like
gravity pull
evolutionarily
Oh, because you
need them more.
they
I don't know,
probably
I
are more in the sun and airy and
I cut my fingernails more than I cut my toenails.
But now that I've gotten older, I swear there's like one toenail that grows faster than anything else.
It's your coke nail.
All right, next.
Mac Daddy Coke.
Next.
Which author penned the apocalyptic novel The Stand?
Moon said Crichton and Riz said Stephen King.
And the correct answer is Stephen King.
Stephen King, 3-2.
All right, last question, right?
Yep.
And you
Question 5. Oh, boy.
This is wild.
Oh, wild. Why? Why do things have to be wild?
Just saying. You guys like to keep it close. Who was the youngest U.S. president?
You both said JFK.
And
Oh, okay. Then I win.
Wild.
you're both wrong, no. It's Theodore Roosevelt.
Theo.
Old Teddy
Theo.
Teddy Roosevelt, huh?
Teddy Mustache Roosevelt.
Teddy
And the
did a
Rough
lot.
Riders.
Teddy had a hell of a life before he was 42 years old.
Yeah.
He had a jam-packed life.
How old was Roosevelt when he became president? Why write that down?
Yeah.
Right? Would we know
I
that?
should have that.
Why write that
I think
down?
he was 42.
We'll say 42.
And how old was JFK?
35.
46,
Wasn't he like 30? He was
No.
Well,
40.
obviously, if
46.
Roosevelt was younger,
44, maybe.
No. It's JFK, right?
No,
he just said it's Roosevelt.
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
I think he's kidding with this whole
This is
round.
the misinformation with Moon.
Well, get out of here. Don't put my name on this. I didn't do nothing.
JFK was like
He
50.
was 42.
JFK
Teddy
was
Roosevelt.
JFK was 46.
46.
46, and Teddy Roosevelt was 42.
Yeah.
How about that?
How
And how
old
about a
was
win
Obama?
for old Riz here?
Yeah.
And Brandon, congratulations.
And Brandon.
And good thing.
We can skip that.
Tiebreaker.
We don't need to go with
His
that.
tiebreaker question was.
Yeah, 2 New
He
York
didn't think
things.
about it. His tiebreaker question was, what year did Radio City Music Hall open? So
Oh,
he couldn't
you said
ask
that
it.
Went down a little
He
road.
couldn't ask
He did
it.
not say
and
it.
you both
Say it.
said 1911. So
Oh, we
You
did?
said 1911.
I did.
What was the year?
The correct answer is 1932.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
What's it? 1911.
I was really
dang.
bummed when you
Wow.
both said 19.
He was
I'm
so
like,
proud that he like pivoted and found a way to ask it.
Oh,
I'm all
emotional.
bummed out.
I'm getting
Okay.
emotional.
Getting emotional.
I really was getting emotional.
I know. I feel you.
All right, your email's next. Oh, and by the way, people are already starting with the daylight saving time thing
What do you mean?
as far as it's going to be less sun. We're already getting sad.
We get to fall back, you guys, and get an extra
Yeah, but
hour.
we're already getting like, oh, it's going to be less light. I'm already
Seasonal
depressed.
depression.
Relax, everybody.
All right.
So do you guys know when we change the clocks?
Isn't it like November 4th or something?
Okay,
Sunday?
November 4th.
I don't know. It sounds good to me. It's a
November
Sunday, right?
Yeah.
November 3rd is a Sunday.
November 3rd. I need an answer.
That's when it is.
Yeah, let's say technically the 4th because it's the morning, right? 1 a.m. is when it happens.
Yeah. Or wait, no, it's going
You
to be
think it's
the
later?
3rd.
Maybe it's later. Maybe
It's
it's
Saturday
next
night
week.
into
3rd is
Sunday.
the Sunday. Okay,
Mhm.
yeah. 1 a.m. November 3rd.
I'm going to go midnight, November 3rd.
November 3rd.
Never.
Never.
Okay.
Scott, do you know when the time change is?
Let me see here.
No, don't look at your computer.
No, I'm going to say, yeah, the time change. What else
It's
have I now?
it's
The
it's-
7th.
it's November 3rd.
3rd.
Right on.
It's November 3rd. And no one wants to keep changing the clocks twice a year, and yet Yet it will not die. It will not die. But at the same time, no pun intended, some people are already getting overdramatic about it.
I hate this every year.
Oh, God.
I look forward to it, and I got the seasonal affective disorder. You know, I get a little bit more melancholy when the sun's gone. We all do. It's the system of our time. What is it? The circadian rhythm.
So there's a new report out that says the average person starts, quote unquote, dreading changing the clocks 11 days before it takes effect. So this year, daylight saving time ends November 3rd, which means that the misery starts setting in tomorrow.
Pre-depression, depression. Okay.
Overall, 40% of people admit they feel a sense of dread. Also, the dread can linger until about 13 days after the change, which will be November 16th.
We're going to feel like we're more rested, and that makes me feel good. I enjoy this time of the year. For that.
The main issue is it could bring on sunlight blues because it starts becoming dark by the time many people get off of work. But changing the clocks also throws people's systems out of whack, and that's mostly sleep-related. 37% of people say they need more sleep in the days and weeks after daylight saving time ends. Those people say they need an extra hour and 24 minutes in order to feel well-rested after the change. Yeah, it's a little disorienting to change the clocks. Okay.
Do you guys ever think about it, though?
No, but listen, it's disorienting, yes, especially when the evenings get darker so abruptly. But is it really this big of a deal? I mean, when you fly across time zones and you get a little jet lag, fine, but does it really throw off your internal clock into a disarray for weeks? No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Grow up.
It's 1 hour.
There's a lot of people without other things to worry about, I guess.
It's 1 hour.
I need weeks of sleep to make up for 1 hour.
You're getting the extra hour. I get upset whenever the hour gets taken away from us. I don't even care about the light. I'm more like, how am I sleeping?
Maybe it's just me, but I never get perfectly consistent sleep. So changing the clocks, it's yet another cog in the machine.
Yeah, the only thing I feel bad about is the kids. Because they get off school, especially elementary school kids, they're not getting off school till what, 4 o'clock? They're getting off the bus at 4:20, and the sun's down at 4:40.
You know who I don't feel bad for the kids. I feel bad for the bartenders whenever the clocks do this, because you got to stay at work for an extra hour. You know,
it's just that one day.
I know, but that sucks.
Extra tips.
I bet you the bars do better though.
A lot of bars don't recognize it. They just kick people out anyway.
Yeah. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about with the sun going down sooner. I bet you the bars benefit.
Absolutely. I'm just saying that one night sucks because I was a bartender, cocktail waitress. I remember that, and then you're like thinking you're getting off work, you forget it's happening. Gosh, damn it! And then you have to stay.
Yeah, what did it go? 2 o'clock. So 2 o'clock becomes 1 o'clock again.
Right,
Oh,
but it
cool.
feels like 3 o'clock.
They don't acknowledge that a lot, though. I know we used to close at normal time when the clocks changed.
We don't participate in daylight saving time in this bar.
Not at night.
Wow.
There's also a circadian rhythm to bar work where you make money, right after the new year. You start it at New Year, everybody's sworn off alcohol. Everybody spent a bunch of money, ran up their credit cards. It's kind of slow till about Valentine's Day. Then people forget all about it. They're single. They want to drown their sorrows. Boom, you're off to the races till about May. Then summer break. Kids are getting out of school. People are going on vacations. It's nice out. People start going to cards. There's other stuff to do. Summer can be hit or miss. And then fall, when the kids go back to school. Summer usually hits. Once it gets summertime, everybody's partying hard.
Yeah.
Then you go fall. Kids go back to school. A little bit of a lull. And then right going into the holidays, people
Going
start.
into the holidays, yeah.
Right now, October.
Yeah. You got Halloween.
Money's flowing. Halloween.
The holidays are almost here.
And people are spending money.
Generous.
Black Friday's on the horizon.
Yeah.
Good time.
Yeah.
Let's party. Let's get high.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Thank you, Bill O'Reilly. All right, let's get to some of your emails. RizZo1057thepoint.com, or send your instant feedback through the 1057 The Point mobile app.
Emails brought to you by Claus Furniture. Lowest prices guaranteed. We have something for everybody. Entertainment reviews. This is for all of you, but specifically Rafe, since he loves and watches many obscure movies like Gummo. Have any of you guys seen the movie Funny Games? Specifically the 1997 Austrian version, but also the American version. What did you think? I really need your review and commentary. You got to watch this.
Funny Games?
Thanks. Love the show. 3
Is this
out of
Jason
5.
Bateman?
No.
That's like the box.
I don't know if
think.
I've seen that.
Oh, this is Naomi Watts
Naomi Watts?
I have seen it.
and Tim Roth.
Funny Games. I don't know if I saw this movie.
This looks like a sad, distressed Naomi Watts on the cover, so I'm in.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is the remake. This is the American one from 2007.
Yes, but it's a shot. It's one of those movies, it's shot for shot, the same movie.
Well, what's it about?
Sadistic games.
A family hostage. Let's see. Young men take a family hostage in their cabin. Two psychopaths.
I don't like
seeing
home
this.
invasion.
I'm not
movies.
seeing this movie.
The Purge really ruined
Oh,
me.
that dude.
You know?
Yeah, that Michael Pitt guy's really good.
Directed by Michael Haneke. Oh, that's the 97 one.
Yeah.
So there's two
Didn't
of them.
see it. What you want to know? What we think of it?
What our thoughts are.
It's a random movie to pick.
Right.
53 on the Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, boy.
So
He
random movie to
directed
pick.
both of them.
A random movie to like a 2007 movie.
With 53%. What do you
Idiot.
think this is? This man wouldn't even sit through a
I'll tell you what.
89% Pretty Woman.
I'll watch the first half hour. I'll let you know.
Okay.
Next.
Dudes and Dudette, listening to Riz and learn wine. I mean, talk about the trunk or treats. While I agree that they add to the list of things that we feel obligated to take our kids to,
I love
don't.
how that's perceived as whining.
Everything's whining to the listeners that don't like us. I don't really see the same issue with it. We still do a neighborhood trunk or trick or treat. It's just more of an opportunity for kids to get a good haul of candy. I'm curious to what you guys have to say about what we do in our house, and I guess it's something that's becoming more common.
Before you move on to that, my whole thing is with the trunk or treat, you're taking away the magic of the actual
That's what
day.
I'm saying.
Like you take away from, it's the one day that you get to go door to door and beg for candy.
Yes. It's a nostalgia thing.
I think it makes the treat sweeter that it's one day.
And it's kind of scary. 'Tis the season.
This is what they do in their house. It's called the Switch Witch. It's where the kids pick what candy they like and want to keep, and the rest we leave out on the... And the Switch Witch comes during the night and takes the candy and replaces it with something else, usually some sort of toy.
That's cute.
At first, I thought it was pretty hippy-dippy, but I've grown to appreciate it. My kids don't eat that much candy, and they get something that they can actually play with instead of candy to eat.
Oh, the Switch Witch comes, and all my Kit Kats are now apples.
Yay.
Love that.
Hate you, Switch Witch.
Bitch.
By the way,
Switch Witch is a bitch.
I read a stat yesterday that we are eating 80 pounds of sugar a year as an average American. 80 pounds of sugar.
Seems excessive.
80 pounds of sugar.
Yes.
Nom, 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 nom.
We are consuming at least the sugar that is in 2 12-ounce soda cans a day. And probably more if you're having 2 12-ounce sodas. So add that on top of what else. But 80 pounds of sugar we are consuming as an average American.
Well, we do have the lowest food standards in the world as far as, so that doesn't help.
I know.
Like my friend just got back from Switzerland or somewhere, and he was like, man, I went to McDonald's, and the McChicken is it's the best chicken sandwich I've ever had. And I go, you went to McDonald's in Switzerland? And he's like, yeah, because I'd heard their food standards are so much higher that the quality of even fast
actually
food there
tastes different.
is so much better.
Yeah, the chips
like
and
chicken.
everything.
He's like, it felt like it was like farm to table chicken compared to what we eat here. And those things are all loaded with
Right.
We're one
sugar
step away from
preservatives.
restaurants throwing stuff in a trough.
We really are. We really are.
Yeah, it's
And
not,
we'd be into it. You market it well, we're into it.
it's not
Because that's
great here.
basically Chipotle.
You never realize how much...
Think about it.
You and Chipotle, yeah.
Chipotle, it's like you throw just a bunch of crap in a bowl and just...
Yeah, here.
Might as well just strap the feed bag on.
Yeah.
How should I organize your trough today? In a bowl or in a burrito?
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
I mean, the Kentucky Fried Chicken bowls is where it started.
Yeah, the sadness bowl.
They did it.
And I love it, dude. Where
Me
they're just
too.
like, what if we just let a drunk person design a product? A drunk, sad, lonely person is like, 10 mashed potatoes, put them in a bowl.
Put some
Gravy,
corn in there
corn.
with chicken tenders.
Is that chicken in there too, dude? It's amazing. And then shredded cheese for some reason, which doesn't even go with anything at Kentucky Fried Chicken. They're
Oh,
like,
shredded cheese goes with everything.
I know. It's like, we're gonna buy some shredded cheese just for this.
Damn, those mashed potatoes and gravy are the best.
They are.
Brown gravy.
I want one right now.
You really have no concept of how much sugar you're eating until you try to consciously cut it out.
I know that's where I'm at in my life right now, and it is a disaster.
Yeah, it hurts.
They're going to replace tables with troughs. I'm telling you, we are
We
going
might
down
as
this
well.
road
The bathrooms will be troughs. The tables will be
where
troughs.
we're just like at fast food places. They're just taking buckets and just putting them in the.
Yeah.
They're just putting them in the troughs.
It's a conveyor belt that just goes around the table.
And you pay, and then you.
All right, well.
No, next.
Good morning, Rizzuto crew. You guys have been talking
I don't
about
like the switch one.
You guys have been talking about massages a lot lately. I was wondering, have you ever thought about what it would like to be a masseuse or a massage therapist or whatever the correct term is now? Imagine rubbing down strangers. How much money would it take for you to be one? My bottom dollar is $150,000 a year. Lastly, tomorrow is my birthday. Could you play Matchup with the Moon for me? Well, there you go. We did it.
All right, happy birthday.
All right,
That was
3.5
for you.
out of 5 stars.
I would do it in a heartbeat.
Sent from my flip phone.
I would love it.
Massage
I'd be good
therapist?
at it. Yeah.
For what? For what?
Like if I worked at a spa, I'd love it. I've
For
thought about it.
For $40K a year?
For more than that. I mean, I want to make a living wage. Had to be like 60 plus, 70,000. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, I would do it. But my spa would be called No Ugly People Spa.
It'd be trough spa.
No uglies.
Welcome
Dudes
to No
only.
Uggos.
I do wonder if there is
What's the fear of ugly people called?
Ugophobia.
Ugophobia spas.
Fugophobia.
You don't want to do that.
Fugly phobia.
No duffs allowed.
Yeah,
Ah, man.
I think I could do it. I think it'd be my friend's she has her own business and she's so good at it. And it's the same thing. Like doctors, they don't care about who's coming in. As long as you don't
You
smell
have to
bad.
send a headshot in before you get to
Book?
go to my spa.
Oh no, not weird
Yep.
at all.
No, well, you asked. What would it take for me to be a masseuse?
I'd be one of those where you walk on the back. The
What would it take?
rod.
No uglies.
No ugly people. That's what it would take.
I like that.
Only hot chicks.
Yeah, you could do like an all women's, so it's like a safe environment for them.
Yeah.
Make it really cool. I like your thinking.
Yeah, it'd be a very safe environment.
Yes.
I don't know if I could do it. It'd have to be a lot. I bet you get tired of it quick. Like my hands I get tired like giving my significant, you ever give like an hour back rub to your lover?
It takes forever.
And you're like,
Takes like
damn.
an hour.
Yeah. And I love this person.
I mean, I get in there, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, do 6 of those a day.
When you give your lover a back rub, you're like, man, it must have been a half hour.
Yeah.
I
Damn,
set a
5
timer.
minutes.
8.5 minutes,
Tim and
man.
I literally have a countdown on our phones because we'll give each other like 15-minute massages. We have to have a countdown because otherwise I'm like, you're not going the whole
I've been
time.
doing this an hour and a half.
Yeah.
No, it's been 4 minutes. Yeah.
We could have watched a movie.
Now
during
imagine that's a
real one.
big, sweaty, mole-covered, and that's nothing wrong with that.
Let me ask
When I
you
walk in,
this.
I go, did you pack a lunch? Because we're going 2 hours.
Whoa. Right on. When you guys give your loved ones a massage, do you sit on their butts, like straddle their butts?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yes.
That's what I do too, but it's funny to picture all of you guys straddling your ladies.
Oh, yeah.
That's the only good part about it.
Yeah, baby.
I straddle the butt, and you never know what's going to happen. You're always hoping for the best. You got to be in position. Could pop up at any time.
That's
Yeah.
right.
That's fun.
Next.
Hi, friends. I'm watching the episode about bank accounts and privacy with your money with bank employees and wanted to share the banks that I've worked with as a teller. People have the option to lock their account balances for all employees except for specific people they directly work with.
That's cool.
Mostly they're lending officers or other officers at the bank. They were these were pretty smallish towns. Quincy, your favorite. So certain businesses and individuals I could transact for them, but couldn't ever view their balances. So far, any listeners where this fear may have been unlocked for them, this could be an option at your local bank if you're worried about conversation about your money between tellers from the street. Love y'all. Sent from Riz's Soaked Beans.
I soak my beans. What?
You're a fancy man.
That's the least fancy thing about beans.
I think that's the most tedious thing is to soak a bean.
So I guess what they're
Just
saying.
how long are you soaking them for?
You put them in a thing of water and you just let them stay.
For how long?
Oh, yeah.
Hours?
It could be overnight.
Yeah, pathetic.
So I guess what they're saying is you can put a setting on this where it locks your stuff.
I've never seen that as an option.
Me neither. But
Who's
maybe you
doing
have to
that?
ask for it.
You know?
I don't know.
You
What
gonna do
option
it?
is this?
What option is this?
And who would you pick?
Where is this? Do you have to check a box?
Right. Would you point and go, you? I trust you.
This one. She's the only one. She's like, what? They're probably turning people out left and right at banks. They're going on to better
is it next to the
things.
box you check to go paperless?
It must be.
I don't want to go paperless.
You're not paperless?
No.
I don't want Kim seeing my business.
I want all the paper.
Yeah.
I will go paperless. No Kim.
What?
Kim seems nosy as hell.
All right. Well, thank you for your emails. I didn't know that was an option. Thank you.
Gentlemen, it's
The number 1 show is the number 2 show with Rafe Williams. Rafe.
That's right. It'll be live today at 4 o'clock. It'll be up on all platforms. Not live. It'll be up on all platforms at 4 o'clock. Special guest interview with Theory of a Dead Man.
Whoa.
We have a Theory of a Dead Man performance, which I already kind of teased online, and we'll have our 15 minutes with Riz. It'll be a regular podcast episode, but we're not going live on YouTube today. We're just going to go record and put the episode up at 4 o'clock.
So at 4 o'clock for the number 2 show today with Rafe Williams.
If there's anything you want us to talk about, call the hotline, 818-532-1420. Leave a message. Riz and I will chop it up in the 15 minutes with Riz segment. Leave your name if you want to be mentioned. Be anonymous if it's weird. But 818-532-1420, you can leave me any kind of message, anything you need advice about, just something you want us to discuss. You want to get me and Riz's opinion about. Feel free to hit up the hotline today.
All right, that's the number 2 show with Rafe Williams. All right, real quick, time for some news.
Oh, yeah, we gonna do some news.
And your news being sponsored by
Energy Stars Heating and Cooling. Look to the stars and schedule your fall maintenance today.
Boy, this is news. This is fail. This has got elements of everything in this story. So a woman in North Dakota sentenced for poisoning her boyfriend after believing he had inherited $30 million.
Oh, wow.
Now, the key word in that sentence is believed. Believing he had inherited $30 million. So 48-year-old Ina Knoyer was sentenced to 50 years. That means 50 years first, served 25. That means she'll serve 25 years in prison with the remaining 25-year balance suspended. So prosecutors say that Ina poisoned a man named Stephen Riley Jr. with antifreeze on the false belief that she would inherit part of a multi-million-dollar inheritance. After receiving the news, the couple met with an estate lawyer back on September 3rd, 2023. That day that they met with the estate lawyer, Stephen got sick. Paramedics got to his house, unresponsive. He was declared dead on September 5th. Investigators later learned that the inheritance likely didn't even exist at all. They were scammed. So basically, Stephen was told, hey, you are going to inherit $30 million. Ina was like, I'm going to kill Stephen.
Mm-hmm.
So that $30 million could be then left for me.
Right.
Come to find out, there was no $30 million inheritance.
And now her boyfriend's dead.
And now Stephen's dead. Yep. Ryan Riley, the victim's 21-year-old son, said the couple had actually fallen victim to an online scam and there never was any money. But Ina murdered Stephen.
It's awful.
Yeah, with antifreeze.
How does that even happen? I had a dog that we had to put down because she drank antifreeze at our neighbor's house. And, I mean, it's like, how does that happen? Like, don't you taste that? I don't
Apparently,
know.
like,
It's sweet, right?
It
It's sweet.
smells.
Is
Yeah, it
it?
smells pretty sweet
Yeah.
and tastes okay.
And if your neighbor put it out, that's most likely on purpose.
I know that sucked. It was a long time ago.
Oh, the neighbor put it out?
Yeah, it was outside.
Yeah, that's on purpose. They're trying to hurt animals.
Which our dogs, this is back, like
Put it out in a bowl?
allegedly so. Yeah. I
What a
put my
monster.
dog, Sophie, down. Yeah, it was terrible. And it made her have, like, seizures. So she came, and this is at my grandma's house where my dad lived at the time. And our dogs, they'd dig themselves out of the fence and go to the pond and swim and come home and whatnot. And Sophie went, was gone for the day, normal, came back, which, I guess maybe they could have been annoyed by our dogs. I get that. But, came back and she kept walking and then she would just fall over.
Oh, my God, it's horrible.
And then I was in the room with her and her mouth like opened so wide. It was awful.
Yeah.
It's terrible. So, but I never knew, like, what does antifreeze taste
It
like?
tastes sweet.
Yeah.
And delicious.
And that's why normally people use it purposefully
It's
to poison
terrible.
animals.
Yeah, never thought of that.
Because why would you have it out?
Right. Yeah, they were trash people for
If
sure.
it's out like that, it's usually on purpose. And there's been cases of people like pouring it over the fence for like to poison pets. Or
Oh
anything.
my God.
Awful.
There's a special place in hell for somebody to do
I
that.
agree.
Damn. And the Wall Street Journal just did a big article on a trendy marketing ploy called chaos packaging. Has anybody heard of this?
Chaos packaging?
Chaos packaging.
Mm-mm.
And there's actually one product we're all familiar with that does do this chaos packaging. So it's when companies sell products in containers they wouldn't normally go in. Like, for example, like sunblock in a whipped cream can.
Ah.
So a brand called Vacation sells sunblock called Classic Whip that looks just like a can of Ready Whip. It comes out of the nozzle looking like whipped cream, but it's SPF 30.
Oh, that's cool.
Can anybody else think of an example of chaos packaging, something we would all know?
Like that old gum that looked like a Band-Aid?
Oh, yeah, zebra gum.
No, there's one that was like in a pink case, but it had...
Oh, yeah. That stuff was awesome.
So, yeah.
Looks
A
like
more modern.
Candy cigarettes?
No, that's a novelty kind of thing.
Oh, okay, so you're like Galaxy gas?
I'm thinking like Newman in Jurassic Park with the Barbasol can
yeah.
of DNA.
Liquid Death.
Oh,
Liquid Death. That's chaos. That's chaos packaging.
Oh.
It works.
It sells water in tall boy cans that used to be beer.
That's awesome.
So that's a new thing. Another example is a brand called Flow that sells tampons and ice cream tubs.
Cool.
A liquor brand called Engine that sells gin and motor oil cans.
Mm-hmm.
It's become a trendy thing for startups because it helps their products stand out.
Yeah, for sure.
But it can also be confusing. Last year, a cleaning product called Puracy started selling soap refills in soda cans, but they had to change them when parents said their kids might think it was soda and drink it. One of Flow's founders also said they've heard of people accidentally putting their tampons in the fridge thinking it was ice cream. I bet a husband did that. And the idea does seem to work with a lot of these products, though. The whipped cream sunblock folks say they get around 5 million views on TikTok every week. And Liquid Death was recently valued at $1.4 billion.
It's a great product. I enjoy it.
It
Is it a great
made
product?
so much money just off of the packaging. I mean, it is good.
It's just
It's water.
tap water, right?
Yeah.
We're talking about water.
It's
It's not even
sparkling
spring water or
sometimes,
mineral
too.
water. It's just tap.
No, there's
It's
a
not-
fizzy
Right.
kind.
Well, now
as
they
well.
got the fizzy con. Now they're starting to,
the flavors.
expand to
mineral.
little flavors.
It wasn't tap water either, the still waters. But it is like it's in an aluminum can. So it stays cold a little longer than when you buy like a bottle of Aquafina or whatever.
Yeah, but there's 100 of those companies from before. Monster was doing water.
Were they? Was Monster
yeah.
doing water?
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
that's what we had on Warped Tour. Like when they sponsored Warped Tour.
Well, was that available for the public, though? I
But-
don't remember that being available
I
for
think
the public.
so. I don't know. It was called
Did they
Tour
give it
Water.
a punk rock name like Liquid Death and put a skull
Yeah, exactly.
screaming
That's what
on
I'm
the
saying.
can?
It has nothing to do with the product. It's just marketing. This is brilliant marketing.
It
When
is.
they go out, they sponsored like Moon Tower Comedy, and they were like, the cooler was a coffin.
You murder your thirst.
Murder your thirst. And they had like a hearse. They have a hearse that they pull a coffin out of the back of, and it's a cooler filled with Liquid Death.
It's amazing.
It's just good marketing.
But that's what this is called, is chaos packaging. So if you're seeing this stuff, there's actually a term
I saw
for it.
one
It's
that
working.
was, it was like an electrolyte thing, you know, those little packets.
Oh, like liquid IV.
Yeah, but it was like it was a gel, and it looked like it was in a soap dispenser. I think it was called like Ocean or something like that. And I was like, I don't know if that took off or not. It literally looked like a nice like dish soap you would have, you know, the packaging like you would get at Bed Bath & Beyond, but it was you like just squirted it in your cup and stirred
Now,
it.
it's also all fun and games until your kid is putting sunblock on his ice cream
That's
because he
true.
thinks it's Ready Whip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in order to make your product stand out nowadays, I guess you got to do stuff like this. All right, that's your news. All right, quick break. We'll come back. We got sports, and Moon's got to take his shot to the tushy for losing the pick'em challenge.
I earned it.
The tush push.
All right, 9:25. All right, that is it for us. Donnie Fandango is next. Make sure you check out the clip of the day, brought to you by Michael's Flooring. Also, got to shout out our hats. All these fine companies have made a generous donation to Cardinal Glennon Children's Hospital. We'll start with Rafe Williams.
Jeremy Bright, partner of Compass Health Consultants and Healthcare Solutions Team. Jeremy is a local insurance broker that handles individual, family, group, and Medicare markets. Give Jeremy a call or text him at 314-724-6922 to get the best service in the industry.
Moon.
Woodard Cleaning and Restoration. Woodard Cleaning and Restoration, serving St. Louis for over 75 years. Woodard247.com. Woodard247.com.
Learn.
Blue Note Roofing. Blue Note Roofing is a BBB-rated, locally owned company with as much as 23 years experience. And they're not only skilled in roofing, but also siding, gutters, and more. Call them at 314-920-5713 or BlueNoteRoofingSTL.com.
And I got a shout out. AccuLevel is your foundation or basement giving you sleepless nights. Proudly serving the greater St. Louis area. Free and home estimates, financing options, and unmatched customer service. Whether it's stopping basement floods or ensuring your foundation is rock solid, AccuLevel is there to bring you peace of mind. Call today, 866-512-5672, and let AccuLevel help you create a healthier, worry-free home. So thank you guys for your donations to Cardinal Glennon. All right, Moon, the podcast title is...
There's a lot of cotton back there.
Oh, yes. Ah, yes. Oh, our Maury.
Our sweet Maury.
Our sweet, sweet Maury. All right, what else, Moon?
December 7th, get your tickets to Punk Rock Christmas. Going to be so fun. 3 p.m. shows, 8 p.m. shows. Yes, the balcony is sold out. That's why the tickets say they're so expensive on the pageant's website, but that's just because they're like resale. But just get the general admission tickets, man. They're $30. It's super easy, super fun, and it's going to be an absolute party.
Learn.
Let's hang out. 9 Mile Garden this Saturday, 1 to 3. Sign the billboard for Cardinal Glennon and follow me at Learn Versus Radio. If you need any info on my life, it's on there. Thanks.
Okay, Rafe.
This Friday, I will be at Vices in Redbud doing a comedy show. Yesterday, there were still a handful of tickets left, so go to Vices Facebook page or go to my Instagram at I am Rafe Williams, and I got a ticket link up, and maybe I'll see you there Friday, and I'll see you at the Halloween Shipwreck Party Saturday night.
Oh, you're in Redbud on Friday?
Yeah.
Perfect. I'm in Hot Shots O'Fallon, Illinois on Friday. You get your chance to sign the thing. So come by and visit me at Hot Shots and then head over to Vices to see the show.
There
you go.
So yeah, I'll be at Hot Shots O'Fallon 6 to 8 with the
billboard.
Riz Show billboard.
King Scott.
You follow me at King Scott Rules, and then Sunday, October 27th, from 1 to 5, I'll be hosting the big fall festival over at St. Louis Family Church.
Love it.
Are you sure you're going to be all hungover from Saturday night?
You know, it's going to be wild.
Is it going to be scary?
What's that?
Will they have like a haunted
They don't have any
crypt or
haunted
something? I
things
don't
there.
know.
Oh.
It's very family friendly.
That's a lot of fun. We did it last year.
Stations
It's free.
of the Cross.
It's awesome, and they have a costume contest as well. You can check it all out at slfc.org.
I promise the pastor you won't smoke that many drugs on Saturday night. So
I'm trying to build a testimony.
make sure you're sharp for Sunday.
Yeah.
All right, we leave you with a selection from our teamers. Remember today, brought to you by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill from Warrenton, Missouri. Melissa Colley is our
Yeah,
team.
Melissa.
Melissa wants to hear this song. Here it is. Don't forget about number 2 show. 4 o'clock today. That'll drop on
right.
the YouTubes.